That's it, baby. The last show. It's the last stop before episode 100. That's right. Next Sunday is episode 100. The show is going to be filled with giveaways, hangouts. Everybody's coming to chill. We're going to give away stuff all night long. And, of course, still go through some FOC, market report, and, of course, the hot topics. But no guests next week. Everybody's a guest. So that's what's fun about episode 100. There's going to be some little changes here and there. We're going to spruce it up, make it look nice. That's all I want to do. I want to make the place look a little more badass. You know what I mean? But before we get to episode 100, tonight is episode 99. And we're starting this episode the same way we started the show. Episode 1 had Pacino, man. And Pacino really helped kick off this channel. And so with that, it only felt right to have him be the last stop before episode 100. So I appreciate him being here. But guys, before we get into the show, a few things I want to announce now. With the first thing, tomorrow night, Comic Legion goes live for their new Comic Book Day claim sale, as they do every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. They go live, bringing you all the new books that are going to be dropping on Wednesday. So if you guys missed out, you didn't FOC your books, you think you want a book that might, pop or whatever it is, man. Lots of nice covers too. Either way, go visit Comic Legion over on their YouTube channel every Monday night. It's hosted by Lefteros himself. And of course, you've got Chia Pets. So both of them are going to be there 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can get your books. Now, guys, one last thing I want to tell you. I had an amazing Saturday. Yes, yesterday was absolutely wild. I want to show you guys something. I actually got to do a recording over on Dead Man Walking podcast. Now, if you guys are not familiar, I highly encourage you guys to check this out. I got to hang with Stefano, who I actually... It's funny because Steph and I know a lot of the same people, man, and we had no idea, of each other up until building up to this meeting. So we got to kick it, talk a lot of things, talk about, the beginning of Black Crown Comics, how it came about, and all of that jazz. But besides that, there's an entire side to me that you guys might not know about. So it was very interesting to touch on that, man. We touched on so many things, whether it be wrestling, music, the music career prior to me doing any of this. So it was fun to pull the curtain back and really have these conversations with Stefano, man. And I'm honored to have actually had the opportunity to do this. So if you guys haven't yet, go check out Dead Man Walking podcast. Again, it's the DMW, Dead Man Walking podcast. You guys will see there's many guests that make their way over to the show, and it's such a wonderful show, man, because as he says, everybody's got a story. So it's cool to see what everybody has gone through, or how they've made it to where they're at, etc. So keep an eye out, guys. It's going to be dropping in October this year, because he's ahead of the game. Look at that, man. October, that guy's got an arsenal of recordings ready to go. So yeah, good times, man. Looking forward to that. But all right, let's not keep the man backstage for too long. The guy who kicked off the show with me is now going to hit up episode 99 with me. Pacino, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Not much. This is it. 99. The great one. The great one. Yes.
Hey, you and Stefano find out you're Eskimo brothers?
Yeah, apparently. Eskimo brothers. Dude, it's crazy because through music, we know a lot of the same people. Everything I had done music prior to doing any of this stuff with you guys over on YouTube, dude, like I'm surprised we haven't crossed paths prior. And like I said, we know a lot of the same people. There's some fun stories that were shared, and yeah, dude, it's very cool, man.
It's another cool. like you think it's such like a broad community, bro. It's so fucking small. Like honestly, like any community you join, like everybody knows everybody. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it is. Look, just to pull the curtain back just a little bit. I don't want to spoil too much of what was talked about over on that show, but like, I remember playing music, dude, and Steve's here in the chat. I see him. There he is. Steve, what's up, bro? He's in Florida and still tuning in. This is actually my ex-guitarist and still a great friend of mine. And what ended up happening was we played a show with a band called Jamie's Elsewhere, and at that point, like I wasn't familiar. I really wasn't familiar with the band. I'll be very transparent. And I just remember talking to the singer. Dude. I was talking to the singer outside about wrestling and stuff because he's a wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling fan, and we just chopped it up for like a good 30 minutes, and then I just remember, like maybe I think a few years after that, I end up going to the Of Mice and Men concert. Yeah,
Okay.
Of Mice and Men, dude. Absolutely love them. Go to a concert. And I'm looking at the singer. I'm like, man, this guy looks so familiar. And lo and behold, it was him. It was the singer of Jamie's Elsewhere. I'm like,
Oh shit.
yeah, exactly. So lots of fun stuff that we talk about on that podcast. So I encourage everybody check it out. But enough about the podcast. Episode 99. Like I said, you kicked it off with me. We did this together. Episode 1. Here you are. Episode 99. The great one. Yes. Wayne Gretzky's number. And it's funny because you were talking about how this, makes you the Wayne Gretzky of guests, right? That was,
Does it? He's number 2 now.
he is number 2. And look at number 8. Who was guest number 8? It was Jeff.
Number 2 in goal scoring, right? I'm still the number 1 point getter in the NHL.
That's fair. That is very fair. Very fair.
And they don't count playoff points either, or goals, if you want to add that also.
That's true. Very true. But yeah, man, dude, I just want to say thanks. Like, I know we
Yeah,
know
no
each
problem.
other on a personal level, even before this.
Yeah.
We went to high school together. I don't know if
Yeah.
people here know that. Pacino and I went to high school together, and it's funny because the nerd side of us was just not present when we were in high school. It was not present.
No, it was more the sport side that was present.
Yeah, the
I used
sports
to play
side.
a lot of soccer against your cousin.
Yes, you
A
did.
lot of soccer because
You did.
we're closer in age, right? I think
Yeah.
he's 1 year younger than me, and you're 3, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Typical Italian stuff you're talking about here. That's
Yeah.
what you're
Slide
spitting.
tackle, and then we're just having coffees after.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, man. So like again, like I was saying, thank you because you helped kick this off. Now we're going into episode 100. Good
You're the
times
one that took
ahead.
the leap, bro.
Sorry.
You're the one that took the leap. Started it, did everything. I was along for the ride.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But I mean, you did give me that little push. I still remember that talk we had
Yeah.
right after soccer. If you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah, I
talking
remember.
about.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, exactly. So you're part of that. Whether you want to admit it or not, you are part of it. And especially, this chat is a huge part of the show.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. I see you all here. We're gonna kick off the show with the FOC selections of the week. All right. So Pacino, you ready?
Let's do it.
Booyah. All right, guys, it's the FOC selections of the week by our brother Lefteros, who is another huge part of this show because every single week we go through the FOC selections that he brings to the table. And for this week, it's for July 21st. Now, if you live in the United States and you want to order any of the books we're talking about, go visit comicnation.us. They've got 15% off of the cover price already, but you can get an additional 5% off by using discount code BLACKCROWN. And if you're in Canada, well, we've got you covered because comiclegion.ca also can get those books for you. Just go visit comiclegion.ca. They've got 20% off of the cover price already, but you get an additional 5 if it's your first order by using discount code ENLIST. Pacino, you drinking tonight? I'm drinking. Did you know that 7-Up makes these things?
I did not. You just showed me that 5 minutes ago, and I never even knew. Who would have thought an alkalized 7-Up?
It's weird. It's
It
it's
must be
good, but
weird,
it's
right?
weird.
It's like a regular, a bit more sugar than like a, what do you call it? Like a mineral water with alcohol.
It's sneaky. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like it's gonna sneak up.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a sneaky one. But all right, let's get into the books now. Of course, before we do, guys, I want to remind everybody: Lefteros has taken a little bit of a step back. Man, he's kind of like on a not a full hiatus. He's just enjoying himself, getting some time back for himself. But he's
Summer, right?
still dropping the selections over on Instagram. So make sure you're following him, and of course, over on Covrprice's website, covrprice.com. So the first book is Supergirl issue number 4. This is the cover A. First appearance and cover of Luna Lustrum, character with psionic abilities, which I think might be a little bit of a sleeper here. I think this is a good book to pick up, man. This is actually, I think, a 3.99 book. And who knows, dude? There's a lot of hype right now with Supergirl, especially with the news.
Yeah.
Well, not the news. Well, I think it's safe to
Well,
say
any
now we
anime.
know what
Yeah.
happens at the end of Superman. And
Yeah.
dude, you saw that they announced. Well, they dropped the poster. James Gunn showed the poster. It doesn't say "look up." She crosses out the "up" and puts "look out." I'm
Yeah.
excited about this. I'm looking forward to seeing Supergirl. I think the actress is very fitting for the character,
Yeah.
and I think this might be a sleeper for 3.99. I'm in. I'm in. I'll pick this up.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a bad buy. And she was honestly one like she made her own Supergirl in the film. It wasn't like your typical version of that's actually pretty top. That's she wasn't like that your typical Supergirl, right? She
Yeah,
was more of like a badass, like I don't know, like a badass like country girl. You know what I mean?
she's been through some serious shit, dude. So
Yeah, that's it exactly. So I'm excited to see where that goes.
yeah. Hey, JD's in the house, man. Shout out JD, dude. I appreciate you being here. Good to see you back, man. Missed you. Missed you. But
I
yeah,
also
dude.
wanted to bring up. I love your take on the being good is not the norm anymore, right?
No, it's not. It's
That's
not.
it. I love that take.
It is, dude. It's a great take, and that was
Yeah,
the
it's
message
yeah,
within the film: is punk rock. The new punk rock is being
yeah,
good, dude.
yeah. No,
That
it
is the
was
new
great.
punk rock. How do you go against the grain, bro? When everyone's
You're
being
not
terrible in
wrong,
society.
but I will say I enjoyed Man of Steel more.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
Yeah,
If you liked Man of Steel, dude,
I
it's
like that dark gloomy. I'm always that, but let's not get into that. I do think this is a sneaky good pick to pick up this week.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's a great pick. I will say that the Snyder stuff, I never really connected with Superman. You know what I mean? There was
Yeah,
no.
it's hard in general to connect with Superman, just like in a whole broader, even in comics and everything. He's just too OP, too good, stuff that we're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just very hard to connect. But he felt grounded in this one with the crypto, and the supporting cast really helped.
Now, when you say stuff that we're not, speak for yourself, bro. Speak for yourself, okay? Just
The
leave it at that.
only thing I did not like in Man of Steel was that whole the leave me be. You know what I mean with the tornado.
Yeah,
Like
no, it
like
was.
Superman could have been in and out, and no one would have even known he had to use his powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, we could go on forever about the
But the father
Snyderverse.
scene was great in this one, though.
Yeah, but like I said, we could go on forever with Snyderverse and the new stuff under James
They
Gunn.
were
But
both good films, but I just preference one over the other.
yeah, there's
That's
nothing
it.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But for this book, I think it's a sneaky one. I think it's
Yeah,
a good one. You got a
cover's
good,
good too. I
yeah,
like it.
pretty cool cover. And yeah, I'm totally picking this up for cover
Yeah,
price. There's nothing wrong with
nothing.
this one. Get it before, who knows, these guys. But
Goodbye.
up next, weirdest Superman covers I've ever seen. But Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum, #1. This is actually an interesting concept for the story because
Yeah.
cover A, it says it's a new miniseries that explores new types of kryptonite and their effects on Superman. So yeah, I'm down as hell to explore that. I want to see that. This particular cover, I'm not too
Um,
fond of, but there's
I don't
a lot
like
of
it.
other nice ones. A lot of other
Yeah,
nice.
there is some other. Yeah, there's quite a few covers for this one. But I'm
Yeah,
just
man.
curious because like I see like I saw some colors we already know the effects, right? Like the green, obviously, and the red.
Yeah.
And then I'm just wondering like what other new types are they going to be throwing at us?
No idea, man. So that's why I'm pretty excited to pick this one up.
Yeah,
Like I said, there's a lot of other amazing covers for it as well.
yeah.
If I'm gonna see if I could actually share the screen because I want to show you guys. There's one in particular that was done by Tula Lotte. Oh my god,
Is
I
it the
love it.
C? The cover C?
I love the Lotte one. Here, I'll show you very quickly. So here you go. Boom. So the Lotte one is just super neat. This one right here, I like this one a
Yeah,
lot.
that's a beauty.
Yeah, I think this is definitely worthy of a pickup.
It looks like a painting.
Yeah, dude,
Beauty. Yeah,
really, really good.
yeah.
And there
That's
was also this one here, which is the Ferreira. I don't want to butcher the name.
Ferrera. Yeah,
Yeah, but look at that, man.
yeah.
Really nice.
Oh, and you see all the different elements. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think that's great, big time. Don't get me wrong. I think this one's cool. I'm not a big foil fan, and the incentive is done by Ekman Lawn. Pretty cool.
Never heard of this guy.
pretty cool. I actually prefer the other ones. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up the Lotte for sure. I
Yeah,
think
the
that
latte
one
is a
is
beauty. Yeah,
my favorite of these ones.
yeah.
Hey, Rattlesnakes here, man. Not watching TNA Slammiversary. I appreciate that. Or you're just saying hi. Either way, I appreciate you. Yes, Black Label is what this is, and that means it's going to be edgy. So exactly, that's exactly what it's going to be.
Edgy.
Big pass, JD, on the cover. I agree with you. But like I said, there's other nice ones that I just showed you. So check
Yeah,
those out. Now, speaking cool covers, Imperial's got issue number 3. This one is a cover selection by Leftero saying that Black Panther cover depiction by Scotty Young is worthy of a pickup. I agree, but, dude,
yeah,
tell me you saw J. Scott Campbell's Nova.
yeah.
I think that one's a winner for me. And
Yeah,
it's,
that's definitely the best out of the covers up for this one.
yeah, I'm slightly biased because I love Nova. You don't really get to see J.
But
Scott
usually
Campbell.
he doesn't do men that great though, right?
Yeah,
Campbell, he does Spidey okay, you know what I mean? But he's known for his women drawing, right?
yeah,
But the Nova came out beauty. Definitely the nicest cover of this Imperial number 3.
yeah.
It
No,
just
I
feels
agree
like
with
we
you.
have Scotty fatigue. He's been on everything though.
You
Every
know what?
issue there's a Scotty cover.
I don't think there's ever going to be fatigue when it comes to Scotty Young. But just to show you guys the
Yeah,
Imperial
it's
man,
look at that. It's
like
great.
like I said, we don't really get to see J. Scott Campbell
Yeah,
do any Nova covers. So I think this is awesome, dude. I
yeah,
love Nova, so this for me is worthy of a pickup, 100%.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there's again, J. Scott Campbell's dropping like 30 something
Yeah,
covers.
he was another one that's dropping covers every for almost every issue of every book.
No, but they have the Just Spectacular collection, as you can see right here, for J. Scott Campbell, and there's like literally almost every issue has a J. Scott Campbell cover. And right now, for myself, like this Nova one is probably one of my favorite ones he's
Yeah, it's
dropping
great.
in this collection,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
Yeah,
it's a beauty.
yeah, I think it's amazing. JD agrees. Look at that. He digs it. Rafael is saying, hate to say it, but I've already tapped out on J. Scott
Cheers.
Campbell. Hey, dude, there's nothing wrong with that. I totally can relate. There's a
But
lot
Marvel's
of
been doing
covers.
it with a lot of people, right? We had that Momoko where she was like on every cover, every issue. Then we got Scotty Young on every cover on every issue. Now we're getting J. Scott Campbell on every cover on every issue. It's like slow your roll a bit, you know, spread them out a bit more.
Yeah. I have to double down on what she is saying because it is true, guys. If you're not reading Imperial, he says, like, I'm thinking this Imperial series is the start of Hickman setting up the cosmic side to the Marvel Comics and on a big scale because, like, Ultimate Invasion was set up. I don't think Imperial is the end. I think it's the start, and he's not
That
entirely
makes
wrong,
sense.
man. There's a lot, and you know what? Issue 1 was a very slow build. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? There was a
yeah,
lot
but
of
that's
talk
Hickman,
going
right?
back and forth. Sorry.
That's Hickman in general.
Yeah, exactly. And if there's anybody who is super solid at world building within
Yeah,
comics, I give it to Jonathan Hickman.
yeah.
So yeah, man, Imperial's
But
been great. If it's not for the covers, pick it up for the read.
he's always like one step ahead, obviously, because he's writing the series. So he's always tying down. Like if you read any of Hickman's runs, it's always to the next run, right?
Yep.
Until there's a big event, and then that's where he usually ramps things up like crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love Hickman, dude. He's one of my
Yeah, he's
favorites
great.
from today.
World building, there's probably not many better than him right now.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Absolute Batman issue 11 is also on FOC this week, guys. Here's the cover A. This is going to be giving us the origin of Absolute Bane, who's absolutely menacing.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I love him so far since making his debut within the Absolute Universe.
yeah. He's
The
probably
Absolute
the
Universe
best one.
continues to expand, guys. Like I think by now this should be on everybody's list every single week because with every issue you're getting something either big that takes place, you're getting a character. We're gonna touch on another character who's gonna be making their way within issue 13 a little later on. But yeah, I'm this is a no brainer. It's a pickup for me.
I know this didn't start in 2025. It started in 2024, but I would have to say Absolute Batman is probably the best comic of this year. If you're thinking about like 11 first 11 issues, let's say.
Wow, that's a big statement.
It's very good. Like every issue is like it doesn't let up. It builds nice. You always get a new character, a new absolute version of a certain character.
I think the storytelling has been great, and like the pacing of the issues have been great. I
Yeah,
don't feel
that's
like
what I mean. It like flows very, very nice. Like in a trade paperback, this thing would be amazing.
yeah. Oh, you know what, Kilted Corgi? I don't think you're wrong, man. All in save DC.
That's
I
true.
the Absolute Universe has definitely done
Yeah.
some great things for DC, man. And you know what? It's unfortunate because Zdarsky over on Batman, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like for me, I know a lot of people were like kind of shying away from Batman for some reason, but I enjoyed it.
Batman's just it's the only series that they really have, right? They're
Yeah,
always
when you
making a
well
new
look,
Batman series.
yeah, when you look at the other titles, it's kind of like there were a few good ones. I mean, there's still some good ones, but besides that, I think Absolute Universe as a whole has definitely
Oh,
done
yeah,
big things for
yeah.
DC. Yeah,
Compared to any of their other like events that they did, 100%.
yeah. So she is telling you otherwise. He thinks that Ultimate Spider-Man
Spider Man's
definitely.
been great too, but it's like those are the one to like those are the champ versus contender. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kilted Corgi is asking like, what is good outside of the Absolute Universe, and it's a good question. I still think Batman's great, although the Hush stuff has been kind of like a letdown,
I
so to
think so.
speak. I was expecting bigger, to be honest with you, but I mean, there's a few things. Like, let me try to think, dude. On the DC side, it is true that most of the stuff I think about, absolute wise, is probably the best. Nightwing was probably my favorite out of everything else that is just taking
But
place in
Nightwing was
tomorrow.
always good, right? Even
Yeah.
before, like, and like Nightwing was always that one solid series that was no one was paying attention, and it was
Yes,
always pretty solid.
Derek, thank you so much. New Gods, guys. New Gods has
New
been
Gods is good too.
fucking great. So
Yeah,
that's another one.
yeah,
But yeah, there's a few, man. Like obviously, there's not too many, but yeah, there's still good stuff. Still good stuff out there. Chia, I'm
yeah.
behind on Superman, so I can't speak on that aspect. But I'll take your word for it. Something I might dive into. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyways,
He's talking
up
about the
next.
regular Superman or the absolute Superman.
No, he's
I
talking
guess
Superman.
the
But
regular
Deadly
one. Okay.
Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn issue 8 is a cover grab because Bjorn Berens, bro, he fucking killed this cover, dude. This is amazing. Love this.
I'm not a big Bjorn brands, but I always said it like certain artists on certain. I wouldn't say certain covers on certain like genres. Home run. This cover is just absolutely great.
Yeah, I get what you mean. He definitely
I
shines.
feel like I can grab that cigarette and smoke it if it is a cigarette.
You feel like you can or you want to. That's what I'm.
Those are two different questions.
Yeah, yeah. But no, dude, it's so good. It's just an amazing cover.
Yeah, yeah,
This
this
for
is
me as
great.
well. Yeah, this is as well a cover grab, man. I love this. Absolutely love it.
This is like
Um,
someone from one of your shows.
Yeah. David Lepage is saying that as a Dan Mora, Tula Lotte, and Mark Spears collector, I end up with a ton of DC. And
That
that's
makes
fine
sense.
because those are just crazy,
Yeah,
amazing covers to be grabbing because all three artists are absolutely amazing.
yeah,
Frizen too,
prison.
good for you. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. I agree with you, Armin, dude. Crazy cover.
Yeah,
I love it so much, so much. This is just worthy of a cover grab. Now,
100.
up next, guys, Death of Silver Surfer issue number 3. This is the main cover. Solicitation here states that an ancient universe ending threat born from the sins of Galactus is unleashed. So, kind of interesting to see what is going to happen. You have a new, I guess, first appearance. Are we going to say this? Is this a. Yeah, well, it says at the top possible first appearance. At least that's what I'm getting from that. But yeah, another interesting read. Interesting read. And I only read issue 1. I haven't read issue 2 yet. But yeah, man, I think dude, the hype right now, especially surrounding Fantastic Four as a whole,
Yeah,
dude. It's very cool to see how many people are paying more attention to Fantastic Four
yeah.
books, and you're gonna see. We'll talk about that a little later. But I think Death of Silver Surfer being a mini possible first appearance, you can't go wrong. And this is a good pickup.
It's been all right. The Silver Surfer series. It hasn't been bad, but it just feel like when I get these miniseries, the problem I have is when I get like these miniseries, I want like something like shit to hit the fucking fan. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then it just sets up for another series, right? But that's an issue. Two was that issue that like issue one was a bit of a slow burn. You're just expecting something to happen. nothing really. But issue 2 is the one that you have to read.
So issue 2 is the one that I don't have yet. It's over at Comic Legion, and I can't wait to see that cover in person because it's the one
Yeah,
with the Galactus
the
skull
black.
there, dude. It's
Yeah, that's a great cover.
absolutely amazing. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, I I'm behind, so I can't really speak on this one. But looking forward to picking this up. Totally on board with it. It's a mini, and yeah, man. Like I said, issue
it's a
one
good
was okay.
story. It's a pretty good story. It's up there.
Yep, exactly. Now up next, wait, before I get into it, JD is asking, remind me, does Fantastic Four come out this Friday? Yes, it does. I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to go Thursday night, yeah,
Thursday.
it's out as of Thursday night. I'm going, dude. Absolutely, I'm not gonna miss this. Spoilers, I think, with Fantastic Four are gonna spread like wildfire. So I'm
I
gonna.
think so too. I think this is setting up Marvel for the next two years, maybe.
Oh, easily, easily. But anyways, up next we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder #1. This is a sick cover. This is a Santo Luco
Yeah,
cover. Not familiar with the artist, to be honest with you, but still, it's a new series about Shredder's return to New York. I like this cover a lot. I
there's a
think this
lot of
is,
covers for
yeah,
this.
dude. TMNT's been good. TMNT's been good. I don't know if
I'm
is
not a big
anyone
TMNT fan, but I do like Shredder a lot.
is anyone in the chat or watching the replay reading TMNT? Because personally, it's been so enjoyable. I'm
Okay.
really liking it. Now, there's some big things as well that are going on that aspect.
Yeah.
But coming back to this Shredder issue, again, this is a very nice cover, but there's some more nice
Yeah,
covers
there's
for
some
this one
crazy
as
covers for
well, dude.
this.
I'm going to show you guys very
But
quickly.
can you make a bad Shredder cover?
I mean, depends.
It depends if you're drawing it or if I'm drawing it, obviously. But
Yeah, I can make a very bad Shredder cover because I suck at drawing.
but that's what
But
I mean. But I mean, like as an artist, you know?
yeah, but look, this I like this Michelle Bandini. This is pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
it.
The one next to it is a beauty.
Yeah, that's I think it's Kyle. Yeah, Kyle New.
Kalnu, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. This is a beauty.
this is a winner for me, man.
Yeah,
Look at that. Looks
yeah,
so
that's
badass.
crazy. I always like Shredder. Even as a kid, when you're watching Ninja Turtles, everyone's go ninja, go ninja. I'm like, no.
Yeah, dude, Shredder is just absolutely badass. Yeah, there you go. Stan Swagger is saying the same thing, dude. I think it's one of the
Yeah,
better covers, but also the cover A is just stunning, dude. So either way, and I agree with Derek, dude. Jason Aaron's been doing amazing things with it, man. The TMNT run has been absolutely amazing. And Lefteros is saying, FYI, Dan Waters is on this,
oh
so you
shit.
know it's going to be serious. So
Yeah,
that's fucking amazing stuff right
yeah,
there. Um, Chia Pet saying great cover and the great artist on it. And then you've got Rattlesnake saying TMNT is awesome. I'm happy to see that you guys are enjoying it because guess what, guys?
yeah,
On TMNT issue 11, here you have the cover C. You have the first full appearance and cover of April O'Neil as a street vigilante. Casey Jones mantle, as you can see there. I think right here, first off, the cover alone is worth the grab.
yeah.
This
Easy.
cover is worth the
Yeah,
grab. Now, issue 10, you guys may have missed out, but within issue 10, you get to see her already in costume doing her thing. So you might want to pick this up. I think this Ferreira cover is just wicked. It's badass.
yeah.
This is a pickup. I think I'm gonna pick up more than one copy for this one. That's me. I'm not telling you guys to do that. I'm saying I'm doing that.
That honestly, you can't be wrong for holding multiple of these covers. I
Yeah, dude.
do think this eventually long term does do pretty well.
You know what? I
More than
always
the issue
were.
10, right? Because it's always going to be debatable, right?
Mhm.
Because it wasn't really like a last page reveal, but like it's borderline, right?
Yeah, Rattlesnake. I agree, man. I think 10 is a sleeper, guys, because that's where you
That's
really
right.
get to see her,
So I
right?
would I would definitely grab both of them if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
But in
Betsy.
terms of the market, the market's going to gravitate towards this one, right? But
Yeah,
people are already caught on to number 10. You get what I mean?
I no, I don't know what you mean. You know why? Because I don't think people have caught on to issue 10 yet.
That makes sense then.
Yeah,
And
but
but this one might be heavily ordered. It's just a beauty of a cover.
yeah, very very few. I saw a question regarding the other covers. Is there a cover B to this? So let me just see. I'm gonna pull up the rest of them via. Oh no, I don't want this issue. Here, hold on. Ah, shit, lost the page. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, dude, TMNT's been great, and issue 10 is definitely a sleeper. I think a lot of people are still sleeping on it, so if
Yeah,
you haven't picked it up, you might want to. I'm sure you
yeah.
guys can find them at your
Oh
local
yeah,
shops. But
easy.
a lot of there's almost nobody talking about TMNT. Eh?
No,
Yeah, I'm not finding it on. Oh, hold on, no, that's not it. Not finding it at the moment, guys.
especially not to like discredit other writers, but having Jason Aaron on it and no one's talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, here I found it. So I like the cover A. This is the one with them in the police car. So
Yeah,
hold on, I'll get that for you guys. Boom. All right. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. I like this for the cover A. But for other covers, oh yeah, this is the one I
the
saw this
Eastman.
one,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, in the prison cell.
yeah.
I like this. This is pretty cool.
That's a nice one to get signed by Eastman too.
I always feel bad for Mikey, dude. I don't know why.
He's the only one sitting though.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Mikey. I hate this cover, dude. The Rodriguez.
I don't like it at all. Where's his
It,
mouth?
it looks like the turtles from the world of Bob's Burgers, bro.
Oh my god, it does.
Do you
Now I
not see
cannot
that?
see it.
Yeah,
I
that's
cannot unsee it now.
it's really what it looks like, right?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Look, look at that. Look at that.
What is that?
Yeah, there it is. Bob's
I'm gonna
Burgers.
have nightmares now of that freaking thing looking at me.
Yeah, it's gonna stare at you. But anyways, I think this is worthy of a pickup. I'm so happy that you know Bob's Burgers. I hope other people in the chat do and might have caught that reference. But yeah. Anyways, so TMNT issue 11, totally worthy of a pickup. Now, guys, those were Lefteros' picks of the week for this week. As I said, he's
Wow,
taking
he
it
didn't
a little
stack me up
easier.
this week. Wow.
Yeah, he's taking it a little easier, man. He's just
He
doing a
knows
few
I'm on
drops.
vacation.
He'll be back in full swing. Let me tell you guys, man. Now that I got a taste of the studio with the Dead Man Walking podcast, as you can see right here, Lefteros, man, I think you and I need to speak. That's all I'm gonna. Yeah, I really want a
I'm
studio.
handing in my list of demands.
Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't even plug it. Guys, like I said, those were the picks of the week by Lefteros. Of course, go visit comicnation.us if you live in the States to order some of these books. 15% off of the cover price. Use discount code Black Crown for an additional 5. If you're in Canada, comiclegion.ca. You've got 20% off already on the cover price, but get an additional 5 if it's your first order by using discount code ENLIST. Go check out coverprice.com, and you can see Lefteros' write-ups for New Comic Book Day, FOC, all of that fun stuff. Cover Price does a great job as well with all their content.
Yeah.
And you could go check out the YouTube channel where you'll find myself and the crew live every Tuesday and Thursday for the top 10 and for the Shakers at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you're new here, guys, we're about to hit episode 100. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, because if you want to win prizes, you got to be subscribed. That's how we work. That's how we do it. I want to make sure that the homies that rock with us every week are getting some shit back, get some love back, get all of that good stuff. But all right, now we get into the market report, and boy,
Oof.
some interesting sales, dude. You ready?
Let's do it.
Vamos. This fucking 7-Up is pretty intense, dude. Like it's sneaky.
It's
Going
a
down
slow
like
burn.
water. But anyways, market report, guys. Of course, this is where we look at the books that sold on the aftermarket within the last week. Now, I look at multiple lists, whether it be the House of Stein, CBSI, Key Collector, Cover Price, Go Collect, checking sales over on eBay. But most importantly, dude, we have Michael Baker, who is one big part of this channel because every single day he hits me up with sales that take place on the aftermarket. And we have what we call here the Baker Shakers. Now, the books are in no particular order. We just go through the sales as we please. That's pretty much it. So, with the first book, guys, Avengers 223. Classic book, in my opinion. This takes us back to 1982. It was a newsstand edition of this book that sold. And this moment right here that you see on the cover, you remember it was reenacted in the movie
Yeah.
Civil War.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to see on the big screen. I think
Yeah.
everybody who knew about this cover
Yeah.
was like, wow, this is
Yeah.
see on the big
Yeah.
screen. CGC 98, $450 US, cover price daily shaker, and the highest sale recorded to date on the website.
Honestly, this is one of those covers. Like everyone has like that vintage cover that they just absolutely adore. This is one of them for me. I always loved this cover. Always, always. This is one of those, like, because the regular one you can find it fairly cheap, right? It's not a very big expensive book. It's one of those books that every time I see it, maybe not in a newsstand, in a regular direct, in bins, I pick it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. It's like that and ASM 100, the green foil. Like those are books I probably have multiples of, like crazy multiples of.
Yeah, dude, it's such an amazing cover. I love
I
it.
love it.
Like I said, man, seeing this moment reenacted on the big screen was like such a callback to this cover, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Fuck, dude, I can't believe they did that," and
yeah.
it was just amazing. Now, you said you pick this up every chance you get, dude. I've never once come across a
No.
newsstand copy.
Oh, I'm not talking about a new song. I'm talking about just a direct version.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know you pick up the direct.
I don't honestly. I don't even think I've ever seen a newsstand or a CPV of this book.
Yeah, likewise, likewise. So I'm not surprised to see such a sale because
Yeah,
Avengers 223, guys, in a CGC 98 newsstand sold for $450. Pretty impressive, man.
yeah,
All right, I spoke Fantastic Four. Our boy Frankie here, guys. Fantastic Four issue 83. This takes us back to
yeah.
1968. It's the second appearance of Franklin Richards, obviously as an infant, and a CGC 98 of this book, which, dude,
Bro,
is very hard to come
bro.
across.
I was just gonna ask.
$1,680. Cover price Daily Shaker, another highest sale recorded to date for this
Yeah.
book. You remember this book, right? Like, there was a period of time during the pandemic, myself, you, Marvell, Heinz, Hyper, we were all talking, and like, yeah, dude, I wanted this book in particular, and
Yeah.
Marvell actually got me my first copy of this one, and then I obviously have been picking up every chance I get because I think, you know what, it's a good alternative, man, from the first
Yeah,
appearance.
but we were also looking back when Fantastic Four was cold as fuck, right?
Yeah.
It was cold. It was really like there was no plans, like nothing, right? So I can see why this sold for this price at this week, right?
Well,
But
dude,
a
yeah, this week,
9.8 from a book from 68, that's just that alone is like insane.
yeah. So it kind of, I want to say, you're mentioning the fact that now Fantastic Four is coming out. We know Franklin is going to be within the in the film, but when you look at a CGC 98 of this book, dude, you're going back to 1968, as you said. Coming
Yeah.
across the 98 is rather
I wonder what the pop
rare.
is.
Yeah, exactly. It's rare. It's hard to come across. So $1,600, dude. Yeah, it's pretty impressive coin. Pretty impressive. But I totally get the reason behind that.
Yeah, that's it. I don't even think it's a bad buy at that point.
Yeah.
Even at 1600 US right now, it's closer to 1700. But it, like, I think that pop is like really, really low. Like how many 9.8s of a book from 1968 could there be, right?
So it's funny you say this because Michael Baker brings up a good point. If you've been watching us on the Shakers, dude, we've been talking about how there's been a lot of 9.8s from earlier books, man. You're
Yeah.
looking at like from the 60s.
Well, even 9.4s, 9.6s, they've been popping off.
Yeah, dude, there's been a lot, man. A
Yeah.
lot from the 60s popping up, man. Even before that, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to
Like you're talking about like the golden age comics are coming back 9.4. Like what?
yeah, it's nuts, dude.
Yeah, no, it is nuts now.
Yeah, there's so many amazing books hitting the market that like it's just impressive to see. Yeah, as he's saying, there's only 10 on the census.
Yeah, that makes
Just
sense.
to give you an idea. So coming across a sale for a 9.8 of this book, you'll see that's
Second app
relatively.
also. Second app.
Yeah, it's very rare. You'll see a lot of them. And Derek, I do the same thing, man. I like
Yeah.
picking up second appearances, especially Punisher, dude. Like, it's a great book to pick up. Second appearance, even the third appearance.
Wow, because the first one is a $5,000 book.
Oh, dude, it's completely out of my
Yeah.
my wallet. I don't make that coin. But anyways,
But certain characters, yeah, the big hitters, like you're never getting first apps, second apps is the way to go.
yep. But Fantastic Four issue 83, guys. CGC 98, 1,680. Sticking with some of these older 80 books, guys. Judge Dredd got some news that kind of concerns me a little bit, but we'll get to that. Because Judge Dredd, issue number 1, again, back from 1983, printed by Eagle Comics. First U.S. appearance of Judge Joseph Dredd. CGC 98, $475. not too bad. It's a bit of an increase as
Yeah.
opposed to the previous sales. Of course, we got news that Taika Waititi is apparently going to be at the helm of this
Okay.
project. I'm a bit concerned given
I don't.
how
I don't think so.
what's it called, Thor: Love and Thunder turned out.
Considering this type of character,
Yeah, exactly. Like
just a
I don't
weird
want to
mix.
make this funny at any point. Like at any point.
Yeah, like Judge Dredd is not that character you want to have like those jokes and those fireworks and like a bit lighthearted, right?
Exactly. I don't want to see that, man.
I
So
want to see gloom. I want to see the judge. You know what I mean?
exactly, man. Well said, dude. Because yeah, Taika being behind this kind of concerns me. But again, like I said, maybe we'll call it a little bit of speculation at the moment. But this got
Yeah.
a little bit of an uptick. 475. I was seeing the sales prior to this announcement that Taika is going to be at the helm of the project, somewhere around between like the 300, 350 mark. You were seeing sales around there, and then you got the announcement and you see a little bit, just a little bit of an increase, man. And yeah, dude, you know what, Derek, I agree with you. Ragnarok was absolutely amazing. Love and Thunder was fucking left field, dude. Nobody understood what was going on. I remember being in theater like, the fuck am I watching?
You want my honest opinion? I'm not even a big fan of Ragnarok.
Oh no, Ragnarok is good, dude. I
It's
really like.
good, but I don't have it on that pedestal that a lot of other people have it there. I don't know why. I just doesn't. It's not my style.
Yeah, I can understand why on certain aspects, but I thought the story was great, dude. I thought like fucking Hella was
Yeah, Hella
amazing.
was great. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the
yeah,
cast was good, the story was good, the parts where it was meant to be funny it worked, and the parts where we
yeah.
didn't
It
want to see
wasn't
it,
overly done, right?
like Stan Lee cutting fucking Thor's hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't overly done. Like when you get to Love and Thunder, it was like super drama, not drama, like super like dark, and then it's like super comedy right after. It was just a weird balancement, right?
You know what it was, man? I think it was they made a poor decision by using certain characters in the film. Like Gore did not fit
No,
with the style that they were aiming for of the film, and everybody was disappointed because Gore, dude, you wanted to see Gore, the God Butcher. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it didn't feel entirely like
Well,
that,
look,
and it was a
if you
waste.
well, if you compared Hela, right, the queen of the underworld, right, it's just as dark as Gore, but the way that it flowed is what set it apart, in my opinion. Like you don't go from like super dark to super comedy. There was like a transition. It was like I said, it flowed a lot better in
Yeah,
Ragnarok than it did it felt very choppy.
absolutely, absolutely. But anyways, besides all the Thor stuff, Judge Dredd now apparently Taika Waititi is going to be behind this. So let's see
That's
how
a
this
pretty good
turns out.
sale.
I'm obviously intrigued. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of trailer we'll get. I think that will make it or break it for me. I think the trailer, like, if we see some funny shit taking place, it's like you already know this is
Well,
doomed.
not overly funny, right?
Yeah,
You
exactly. I don't
wanted
want to
almost
see.
like a peacemaker kind of a thing, maybe just a bit more dark.
Yeah, yeah, that works
I can
to
see
a
that
degree,
working.
though. To a degree, because even Peacemaker, it's the character. It's fitting. You know what I
It's
mean?
it's
Judge
yeah.
Dredd. I don't see that. I don't see that. But anyways, Judge Dredd issue number one, CGC 98, $475.
Yes.
Now, up next, look at this. This is pretty interesting, man. I've
Yeah.
never even seen this cover, but Black Panther number one takes us back to 2018. This is a Jamal Campbell cover for the Cape and Cowl that was limited to 3,000 copies, and a CGC 98 just sold for
Wow.
$1,300. Cover price daily shaker, highest sale to date. That's huge, dude.
That's huge.
Yeah, monstrous sale, dude. Don't get me wrong, beautiful cover,
Yeah, it's a
but
beauty cover, but I'd rather get that FF than this
yeah,
for an
I'm
extra
totally
two, three
with you.
hundred bucks. You know what I mean?
Totally with you, but of course, I'm not going to judge how people collect. I mean, if somebody
Yeah,
wants
no,
it, I understand.
100%.
I understand. There's a
But there must be a
scarcity.
reason for this, right? Like
There's a scarcity
three
to it.
thousand copies. I know that it's 3,000 is scarce, but it's the other one that was 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I don't even know how many copies exist on the census because man, CGC's census has gotten kind of strange on the website. I don't know if you guys have tried searching lately over on CGC, but like they changed the entire layout and it's kind of shitty. Like it kind of felt like a downgrade to be honest with you. No
Like it was
offense.
good before.
Yeah, it was great before, man, because you had the full description of everything. Like you would
Oh,
click,
that's in terms of that. Yeah,
yeah, like you would click on a book, like you would search the book, and
yeah,
then you would see like all the details of
that's
like,
right.
okay, who the artist is, second printing,
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah,
Now it's kind of like, oh man, like you they give you a search bar, and it's like you start typing, and whatever pops up is pretty much
yeah.
what they have
Okay.
the
Yeah,
capacity of opening up, and there's no details. Like it's very, very, it's a downgrade. It's really a downgrade. I was very disappointed by that with CGC.
I
Yep.
haven't used it recently, but I remember before it was at least the story by this, art by this. It would tell you then
Yeah,
there
it
was a bunch of different pages, second print, third
doesn't
print.
tell you that. Doesn't tell
Oh
you that
shit.
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pure garbage. But yeah, man, Audi's in the house. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, dude, I agree with Jeb, man. Black Panther 1, the 2018 run was really good. You know what? I even want to say that the run where we got Tosin was pretty good, and then it started to like kind of die out as of like
Is this
issue.
the galactic run when you went into space kind of a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That one was fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great run.
But
Because I
anyway,
get confused because there was so many Black Panther runs coming out at this era, right? There was like the strange one, then there was this one.
yeah.
So
I'm
I
trying
always
to.
get confused which ones because there was like a 2020 run, then
Yeah.
22, if I'm not mistaken.
So yeah, I think the 22 one is the one with Tosin. That's there was
22 is the
that
one with
one.
Wilson. That's right.
Yeah, and then you go back. There was the other one that you spoke of, and then there was this
This
one.
one, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the order, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
at
this one
least
was
that's
really good. If it's the galactic one I'm thinking about, it's really, really good.
yeah. But anyways, man, Black Panther 1, this is the Jamal Campbell cover for Cape and Cowl, CGC 98, $1,300. Now, up next, this is pretty cool. If you're a Star Wars fan, man, these are interesting because Star Wars Galaxy Magazine #1. This one is from 1994, and this was by Topps Comics. Yes, everybody knows Topps, especially Pacino. But
Ooh,
this is the partial outer cover, as you can see right there. You got that little flap and CGC 98 $269. If you're a Star Wars fan, I don't think this is a bad buy, dude. I think this is a good pickup.
that's
Um,
great pickup.
yeah, and I said that if anybody knows Tops, it's definitely you, man. I know that you collect cards like crazy. You like I see you in group chats like fucking
Not,
nonstop with
honestly,
Pokemon.
not as much anymore, man. The market's it's ramped up. It's too much of like it's like comics for COVID is cards right now.
Yeah,
Like you can't touch these Pokemon cards. Everything's being scalped. Even distros are charging crazy prices out of the gate. Like I remember going to get an ETB and a booster box for 199 every new set. Now
dude.
you can't even get an ETB for like $140. It doesn't make any sense now. It's
Yeah,
all for quick flips.
but
So the ways
hold on. You're talking on the Pokemon side, but like Tops. Let's talk even
oh
on
tops is a total yeah
on all aspects, dude. The card game has gotten a little fucking wild. Like, dude, there's card
yeah
shops next to my house that you know of.
yeah.
But even if you walk into a Toys R Us, dude, you can
But it's
walk
all
into
of them.
like, yeah, like the most random places, Targets. Like, dude, you know those Marvel Chrome cards that just
Yeah,
recently came
bro.
out, dude. People were fucking
Yeah,
scooping
yeah.
those up
I
like
remember when you hit
crazy.
me up for those WWE Allure cards.
Yeah, the Tops ones,
Yeah,
impossible.
yeah, the tops ones, bro. The tops chrome, baseball, bro, baseball. Like, bro, you anything of these things now, it's gone way out far. The sports is a bit less than the Pokemon right now,
Yeah,
but like Magic too. Magic, it depends which set. The FF obviously sets going off like crazy,
yeah,
and then
dude,
there's
the Final
others.
Fantasy one, you
Yeah,
guys are
the Spider-Man one, I think it might come down a bit, right? And
yeah.
then they're going Avatar after that, which is going to start already selling out like crazy.
Yeah, but I like seeing the Tops comics or magazine
Yeah,
stuff pop up on
I
the
just love the
aftermarket.
art. I love this '90s art. I had my room as a kid was full of all kinds of these '90s, '90 from like '95 to like '99.
Yeah,
You get those square where it's just the art, right? I forgot what they're called.
I didn't have much of these types of arts. Like what I really had was those like Scholastic fucking Lamborghini posters that I
Oh,
would
who
have.
didn't have those?
Yeah, like I had shit like that, and then I'd have like a Wayne Gretzky poster and like just Michael
Okay,
Jordan on the other side. Like I don't know, I had weird shit. Um, but
about
but yeah,
weird.
man, I do agree with you, man. I think these are great things to look at,
Yeah,
especially being a '90s kid. I get what you mean by the art, and
yeah. It's pure
given that
'90s.
flap. that flap cover too, though, like that partial outer cover. Man, seeing this book in a 9/8, I imagine it's probably difficult because that thing must have flapped around like, well, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
those things were not too solid, too, right? They were mass produced. These things, like
exactly. But
crazy mass
anyways,
produced.
Star Wars Galaxy Magazine number one. This is in a CGC 9/8, two
9-8,
hundred
goodbye.
$69. Yeah, I think it's a good buy. 269, you can't go wrong. But all right, let's get into your territory very quickly here because this is interesting, man. Dragon Ball Z Volume 13, guys. This is from 2003, Viz Media. It's actually the paperback, and a CGC 98 just sold
This
for
is a manga.
245 US dollars. I had no idea they even graded this shit.
I when you sent me this, I was the first thing that went through my mind. Like I was thinking it was the actual Dragon Ball Z
Um,
series by Viz Media, but it's a different cover altogether, issue 13.
yeah,
And then I'm like, oh, I read this as a kid,
yeah.
so I was like, a manga. Since when did they grade mangas? And this is the first issue that Vegeta goes Super Saiyan.
Well, it doesn't look like it because what is he? He's hitching a ride in a fucking Volkswagen Beetle.
No, that's on Vegeta. That's Gohan.
Oh, go on, whatever.
But yeah, but this issue is the you watch the show, right? You know when he's fighting
So hold
Android
on, hold on.
19.
Dragon Ball Z was my jam when I was a kid, and
Yeah,
then afterwards, shit started to get complicated for me. Like I was having a hard time keeping up with some of the things that were going on because for some reason, at least here in Canada, I don't know, man. Watching it on television was hard to follow the series, dude. Like the episodes would like one day I would be watching on a Saturday, like you would
yeah.
have an episode
Next
where you have
time on Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, like you have a story between fucking Goku and Vegeta, and then the next episode you have something totally different, and I'm like, wait, what where am I?
No,
You know what I mean?
it's because the Saturday run fell on another. It was following another run, and the Monday to Friday was the main run. So they were always like behind. So the Saturday, so it took you a lot longer to watch it from Saturday.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. As a kid, I would watch. Well, yeah, I know. There you go. Chia Pets is on the ball. As a kid, like I would watch Power Rangers, and none of that shit was ever
Yeah,
in proper order. Pokemon,
but
same
remember
thing.
it was changed for Canada, right?
Yeah, but I've never watched a Dragon Ball series where it was straight, where you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
you
okay.
had a story progress throughout the
Well,
episodes, and I got the opportunity to do that while I was older. Let's say with Power Rangers, with
yeah.
Gargoyles, with many other series. You know what I mean? Where I went back to watch them. Dragon Ball Z, I've always left.
You know what the
From when I was
problem
a
was
kid, I
too?
never went back to really watch much of it.
I was having this conversation with my little sister because we're like 15 years apart. Like us growing up, like if Dragon Ball Z played at 5 o'clock, if I wasn't home at 5 o'clock watching Dragon Ball Z, I'm gone. Like I don't know what happened. There's no go watch it on another If I didn't have my VCR recording it, there was no way to go back and watch an episode of anything, right?
Yeah,
So like I tried to explain that to her and she wouldn't understand. So it's like a bit hard, like especially Dragon Ball Z where it's every day. I think it was 5:30. Like you have to be home every day 5:30. You know, like
yeah,
God forbid you had soccer that day or you had hockey or you had something. You know, like
game
you go
over,
to school, your friend makes up a total bullshit lie of what happened, and then
game over.
you believe it. You know what I mean?
So what did you say happened to Vegeta in this book?
Vegeta comes back and he fights Android 19 and he turns Super Saiyan for the first time.
Okay. So then, yeah, this is pretty much a key, dude.
But yeah, key in a manga form.
Yeah,
But this is like
exactly.
it's a book, so it's like a bunch of chapters together.
Yeah. Well, very interesting, man. Because
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z Volume 13, the paperback at least CGC
yeah, that's why
98,
it's weird.
245 US dollars. Like I said, I didn't even know they graded that shit. So very cool. But guys, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, issue 1. This Tom King run definitely is something I could speak more about. This goes back to 2021, and apparently, well, who knows, man? Apparently, Gunn is going to be adapting the story. We'll see, man. We'll see. It
That
seems
makes
like
sense.
it. But CGC 98 hitting 199 US dollars. And to give you guys an idea, this came in at number 2 on CBSI's Hot 10. It's been a book that's been selling a lot of on the aftermarket, seeing a lot of copies still continuing to sell. And, it's now hovering around in a run near mint, dude. You're looking at like 80 US dollars, dude,
Ooh,
which is very impressive, man. Because
very
this book
impressive.
I mean, it's carried a bit of a premium on the aftermarket throughout time. Like it's always hovered around the $10-$20 mark. You know what I mean? But now it's dude, it's taken off. This is now at like $80 raw, and you're looking at CGC 9.8s at $200. So to speak. Is it going to continue to go up, man? I agree. I agree. Look at that. Alex saying only going to go up. I do think so, man. I do think so. This
I
this
still
book
think
is
this is. I still think you can still find this in bins.
You think so? I don't think so, dude. I think everybody's on it now after the
Well,
fucking
yeah, now
Superman
maybe
movie.
after the Superman movie, yeah. But for the longest time, bro, you would see this all the time.
Yeah, see, the movie's going to be heavily based on
Yeah,
this.
I can see it.
Dude, the comment made by Superman, especially, given the why she goes Red Sun,
Yeah, it's
I,
pure dead giveaway.
yeah, and I love how you got crypto there on the cover of this book too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we all
But I
know
mean, like
everybody
a
loves
lot of
crypto.
these DC runs in like 2020 to 2021, man, it's double edged sword, man. When they catch fire, they catch fire. You know what I mean? Like, not many people were ordering. Who was ordering Supergirl? You know?
No, no, not a lot of people, that's for sure. But when you look at now where the DC universe
Yeah,
is, and now all the hype behind Supergirl, people excited about that project. Superman was a success. I think Supergirl is going to be another hit as well.
yeah,
The minimum, that small little bit that we got, the portrayal was great. I know
yeah,
some people were kind of taken back by like, oh, we just got this like drunken version of her, and they were like, it kind of sucked. But I totally understood why, and I see what they're doing. Lefteros is saying, in my opinion, the next potential DCCU Woman of Tomorrow book is Strange Adventures 1 2020. Keep an eye on that one. Remind me why that might be a good one for the Woman of Tomorrow. Yeah, just do so in the chat, man. Curious. Strange Adventures 1. What happened there? I'm trying to remember. Comic Book Corner saying, I sold my 9A copy 1 year ago for $115 US, so it's gone up quite a bit. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. It's like now it's already starting to take off. I'm curious to see how much more this continues to grow. I think it's definitely got some potential. And as we get closer to the film's release, I could only imagine, man. I think people are going to be flocking back to this for sure. So, that being said, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1, the CGC 9.8, 199 US dollars. And like I said, guys, those raws are hovering around the $79-$80 mark, and I they're not stopping, man. The sales continue to pump. But check this out, guys. It wasn't Michael Baker who sent me this. No, it was a Covrprice Daily Shaker. Spawn #10. Well, Spawn 10. 2020 Kickstarter publisher proof raw copy of this sold for 1,000 US dollars. Does not surprise me. Spawn fans being the hardcore fans that they are. But this was actually a Kickstarter, man. They did this whole like remastered version of Spawn 10. And on the Kickstarter, there's a lot of tiers, perks, cool things you could have gotten as well. And yeah, man, the raw copy of this, because I assume there's not many copies of
yeah,
this out
exactly.
there, selling at $1,000. Pretty damn cool to see this
Well,
book.
spawn collectors are spawn collectors, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. But the actual Kickstarter, man, dude, like I said, it's pretty cool because there's other stuff that was available as well, other covers for this Spawn 10. I know they added a little more within the book too. I haven't had a chance to check it out. Of course, while I was doing some research on the book, I was kind of like, man, where can I find a copy to actually read this? And yeah, I definitely want to check out what additional stuff was added to that.
Yeah, honestly, I would like to know too.
Yeah, it's really cool. You got Kenneth in the house. Kenneth, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. But yeah, so Spawn
But
10, Michael Baker, where you at, man?
when you add spawn and Kickstarter in the same sentence, it's you're always looking at a Gino.
Dude,
Like all the time. And even when you see like promotional, like remember the people of they were flipping their books that they got as a promotional. It was like I forgot what the issue was. Just always crazy amounts of money.
yeah, dude, it's absolutely insane. I see Derek here saying, yeah, this is done by Cerebus Creator. Yeah, that was the one for the Kickstarter. There's an insane amount of tens by him, which is true, and that's what I was saying is that there were different ones as well that were available. There was also other covers that you could have seen, so it's pretty cool. Todd can't even put this in trades. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's interesting too.
Yeah, that is a side to this story that I had no idea about, considering Spawn 10. But very cool, guys, because the 2020 Kickstarter publisher proof sold in a raw copy for 1,000 US dollars. Cover price daily shaker, biggest sale so far recorded to date for this book. Now, Fantastic Four 243, guys. This is a classic John Byrne cover. 1982 newsstand edition, CGC 98, $448. John Byrne, yes, did the amazing cover. He also did the artwork inside of this book.
Yeah,
He wrote the story. If you're a John Byrne fan, you
yeah,
definitely want this in your collection. I think everybody's who is a
yeah.
fan must already own a copy. Again, the newsstand is something that I
Yeah,
can't recall. I
crazy.
don't even know. I might have a newsstand because I've got a few copies of this book. I have to check this.
I have a very clean copy of this book, but not a newsstand.
Yeah, I know Love for Comics. There you go. He's in the chat. He's a big collector of Galactus covers. He's been
Yeah, but this is
collecting
a
Galactus
beauty. This
covers
has
for
to be up there on Galactus covers for sure.
yeah, dude. I love this cover. It's so
This is
good.
another book that when you see it, and it's like you could find a minty one. I don't know how much they're going for like exactly now, but I remember this was like a $20-$30 book for like the longest time, right?
Uh, I want to say yes, but at the same time, I recall it going for like cheaper. You know what I mean? I've seen this
But
at
yeah, I'm talking about like within the last like year, let's say within this year.
yeah, but like that's it. Like I now within the last year, yeah, it's been a little more up there. Like anywhere between the
But
like
yeah, before $5, you would find this book easy.
yeah, $10. This was a
Yeah,
$10 book Canadian all day.
yeah,
So like that's what I would see this at several times.
yeah,
But now the newsstand copy is selling in a CGC
yeah.
98 at $448. Again, this is more of a premium because when I was looking at the direct copies on the
It's like half that.
yeah, on the sales of the 130 point, dude, you were looking at like 150,
Yeah,
max 200. You know what I mean? Like that those were the highest sales, and it's crazy what people pay for the newsstands. The newsstand premium is very
newsstand,
alive.
CTV. Yeah, very
Yeah.
alive.
So Fantastic Four 243 in a newsstand, CGC 98 $448. I like seeing these Fantastic Four books on the lists, man. All right, I was talking with a buddy over on Instagram. His name is Comic Digger on Instagram. If you guys are not familiar with him, check him out. I got to give him a shout out because he actually brought up something that I was thinking about. When entering episode 100, I was asking myself, how do I take this to a new level? How do I do some content that, of course, may exist, but like I want to highlight other things where I think people are getting deals. You know what I mean? Like I want to highlight those books that sell where went for dirt cheap.
For sure.
And
See,
and
they're
and
cheap.
here's an example of one of those. Vengeance number one, 2011, the 1 in 15 ratio by Diodato. First appearance of America Chavez, right?
Yeah,
Miss America. CGC 98 sold for 640 US
that's insane.
dollars. If this is your first time hearing this book ever, you're probably thinking $640 is absolutely
It's
fucking insane.
I
But
don't.
dude, the high for this, there was a
Yeah,
high sale
yeah,
back
I,
during the
uh,
pandemic of like $6,000.
yeah. I was gonna say add a zero to that.
Exactly, man. I don't know if you remember this, man. Like this
The
book
cover
absolutely.
A, the cover, not even the ratio. The cover A raw was close to this price.
Yeah.
It was like a $400 book, maybe. Because what a 9.8 was like 2,000, 1,005
Yes. And I don't know
for
if you
cover A.
remember.
Not even the 1 in 15.
Yeah.
Insane,
Dude, it's not $6,000
insane.
where this was at on a high sale. And it was, there were other sales that were not too far off from that. But the highest sale recorded over on Cover Price, to give you an idea, during the pandemic was $6,000. And now
Yeah,
you're looking at it at $640. Dude, whoever bought this at $6,000 is fucking punching the air. That's for sure right now. And it's funny because you look at the cover A, dude. I remember, I think it was a little over a year ago. I had the cover A in my bin over at a shop here that and I had claimed it on the Facebook. and I went to see it, man. They were asking for $100 for it, and this was like a year ago, dude. $100 for it, and it had some defects. You could see there were
Wow,
defects
the all
on the
white
cover.
cover, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, I'm not picking this up, dude. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, you could put it back up for sale, but like, I'm not paying $100 for something that's
Oh,
defected the way it was. And lo and behold, dude, like, that cover A too, man. That dropped significantly.
yeah. I actually at that same shop I got the whole run of this. I think it's 1 to 6, and I got the whole run, but they were like reader beat up copies. And I think I got all of them for like it was in the $2 bins in the front, and they were
Yeah,
having a sale, so
I remember.
they were basically like $1 each.
I remember that. I remember when you picked those up and you showed us and you told us, you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
man, these were complete reader copies. But
yeah,
it is interesting to reflect and come back and see now, like, such books, because Vengeance number one, guys, the
yeah.
1 in 15 ratio by Deodato, CGC 98 is now $640 as opposed
Crazy.
to $6,000 at its all time high, dude. So that is a big drop. And Stan Swagger is saying that 640 is still far too much for this one, in his opinion. And I don't disagree, dude. I think it's yeah, it's 640 still sucks, but it doesn't $6,000 suck.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yep. But anyways, up next, guys, you
Oh,
know I gotta throw you a Tomb
oh,
Raider book, because Tomb Raider issue 33, the breast cover of the night on the list tonight, 2003, cover by Adam Hughes. There's only 45 9/8 total on the CGC census, because there's quite a few that are actually signed. CGC 98, 180 US dollars. I look at the Tomb Raider run, and if you want to collect these, dude,
oh, bro,
there,
it's
there's
brutal. It's brutal out there.
yeah, there's
Any
there's
of these EDOs, any of these books, bro, it's brutal out there.
It's hard, dude. It's hard, and you know what? There's a lot of great covers as well, right? There's
Adam Hughes
covers,
on this
yeah. There's covers
beauty.
that are just, some that I've never seen before. Like, as I go through the series, as I'm trying to collect this entire run, I'm looking at some of these covers, and now you're seeing some of these going for a premium, dude. Like, look at that, like
Yeah, that's
180 US dollars. Again, it's not the biggest sales. You got So hold on. I don't know if Armin's saying that he sold 298 for 350 US each during COVID of this book. I think he's talking about the Vengeance,
the
which would
vengeance.
make, I think, more sense. But if not, dude, if you sold this at 350, congratulations,
Yeah,
because
that's
these
it.
are great sales, dude. Great sales. Yeah, Derek's saying if he saw this, he'd buy it raw. Dude, Adam Hughes did a lot of great covers
Yeah, yeah,
um,
he did.
for the Tomb Raider run, and so you look back at
Oh, this one, Tomb Raider. Wow,
yeah, dude, Michael Turner as well. Like, I love
Michael
looking at these.
Turner,
Andy Park, dude. Like, there's a
bro.
lot of great stuff that came out of this.
But Turner
Sure.
was on a lot of different books at the time.
Yeah. Oh wow, he sold
Yeah,
this Tomb Raider. Good
yeah,
for you, dude.
yeah.
Good. That's amazing. 350. Because 180, I'm a buyer, dude. Like, 180 is not too shabby,
It's
man.
not too for 98. I'd rather personally buy it
Raw.
raw.
Yeah, same.
But you know which ones I really like from this run? The actual like video game ones.
Yes. Yes.
They're like a bit like obviously the
So
graphics
there
weren't
was
that good back then, right? But
there was
not there's the 3D ones, but there's the actual animated from like the game.
the pointy tits.
Yeah, the pointy tits.
You like pointy tits. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That was more of the realistic graphics, or
Yeah,
better
there's
graphics. I think it was issue 25. Was it that one?
yeah, 25 is one of them. That's right.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, I love these Tomb Raider books, and yo, Armin, those are great sales. So
Yeah,
congratulations to you, because 350 each. That's good coin. Good coin. Should have put the A on one side and the H on the other. Yeah, where are we putting the exclamation mark is the
yeah,
question. But yeah, man, this is just stunning. Love these
yeah,
covers. Adam
yeah,
Hughes. I had the opportunity to meet him at Terrificon. I should have brought some Tomb Raider stuff. I
yeah,
regret not doing that. I regret not doing that. But Tomb Raider 33 CGC 98, 180 US dollars. Guys,
oh,
brace yourselves. Look at this fucking sale, dude. Uncanny X-Men
wow,
266 from 1990. This is a Mark Jeweler insert of copy, and it's got the first appearance of Gambit in a thong. CGC 98.
in a ton.
$6,150 Baker Shaker this week. Boy, oh boy, man, those Mark Jeweler premiums are such an amazing thing to see, dude.
You mean second appearance of Gambit, though, right?
Oh, listen, if you want to start talking the annual, sure, by all means. I
First
don't disagree
solicited
with you.
appearance.
You know, I don't disagree with you. I do think that the annual is definitely worthy of being acknowledged as an appearance, but regardless, dude, $6,150
That's
is
insane.
absolutely
Bro, we were
phenomenal.
talking about the. Sorry, you were talking about the
The pump.
premium for newsstand. The premium for Mark Jewelers is even worse. It's incredible what people pay for the jewelers.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely nuts.
Absolutely nuts. Absolutely.
Yeah, so just to get an idea, guys, we're looking at a Mark Jewelers here in a CGC 98 at $6,150. But like when you go look at a regular copy,
Direct.
here, so like
A
98,
thousand
you're looking at the 550 mark, 500 mark,
US.
yeah, US 490. That's
That's
pretty
not
much.
bad. That's
Yeah,
not
no,
bad
it's not, dude. It's
for a
not in a
9.8.
98, in a
9.8
98.
direct.
Exactly, but
That's not bad at all.
these are absolutely considered ghosts,
Ghost.
dude. These
Yeah.
Mark Jewelers, dude. Yeah, exactly. Ozzy's on. There you go.
Yeah.
He's like he said, it's a bit of a ghost, dude. These Mark Jewelers, man, especially at this point in time, dude. They're very hard to come across, man. You don't
Yeah.
see a lot of Mark Jewelers, so the sales are always monstrous.
Yeah. It's
So
like when you get those newer newsstands from like 2000 and something 9 and stuff.
yeah,
Super low, rare.
yeah, dude. Once you get to the 2000s and you get those newsstands, yes, they are
Yeah.
a lot more rare. But these Mark Jewelers, dude, are
Yeah.
very
Crazy.
very difficult to come across, and
Yeah.
clearly the Mark Jeweler premium on such a book is definitely there because, guys, Uncanny X-Men 266, the 1990 Mark Jeweler insert that had the first appearance of Gambit in a CGC 98 sold for $6,150.
Crazy.
Yes, love for comics, people are holding on to
Yeah.
these bad boys, man. Those
Yeah.
Mark Jewelers, they hold on to them. They hold on to them. But those were the market books that we talked about tonight for the last week. Now, of course, there were other sales as well, but we do want to get into some hot topics as well. So we're going to have to do that right now. Pacino, you ready to get into the hot topics?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Who actually collects Mark Jewelers? That's a great question because I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Um, that's another thing, Ozzy. Though I'm happy you're saying this.
Yeah. That's a
It is
very good
hard to
point.
find the census because CGC didn't separate the grades, man. That's the problem, man. Like the CGC census can be a bit clunky, I guess we could say. You know what I mean? Like it's hard. They didn't always do a good job at differentiating some of these.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a little difficult to come across. But yes, Paul in the 619 is in the house. Yo, Brian McClay, dude, I appreciate you being here, man. Nice to see you. I'm tuning in every Saturday as well, and on Wednesday. Tuesdays are difficult because I'm live at the same time over on Covrprice, but appreciate you being here, bro. I do catch the rewind. I do catch the rewind. So appreciate you, Brian. Episode 100. McClay, doors open, dude. If you want to hop on, man, and shoot the shit, you're more than welcome. But let's get into some of the hot topics, guys. We have a lot to talk about, man. Yes, even Dan Delatorre's in the house. Dan, appreciate you, bro. So to kick it off very quickly, we got the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. I know you're excited to talk about that very quickly. But Mortal Kombat, dude, the trailer looked a lot better than the first fucking film. Dude, the first film was absolute trash. I didn't even give a shit about the main
You
character.
think it was trash? I don't. I'm what. I didn't think it was as bad as what people made it out to be.
I think it sucked, dude. I think it was fucking terrible, dude. I didn't
It
care about
wasn't
that main character, well, not one bit.
the yeah. I can see your point there on the main character. It was a bit of I judge a movie on flowness. That's how I judge a good movie compared to a bad movie. It didn't really flow as nice, but it's. I don't think it was as bad as people made it. The TV show, on the other hand, I really enjoyed,
So yeah, the TV show is a whole
but it was
different
too
thing.
short.
whole different thing. Dude, I remember even in the '90s, man, like there were a lot of those animated films that came out
Oh,
from Mortal Kombat that a lot of
so
people
many.
probably don't even know about. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like they
yeah,
never
yeah.
even paid attention to. And I would rent that shit at the video store. I would love it, watch it over and over
Have you
again.
seen fan made stuff?
No,
Bro,
dude,
there's some crazy fan made stuff out there.
I haven't watched anything fan made, so please send me that. That would be amazing. But
Okay.
yeah, man. So in the '90s, dude, I was watching those cartoons as well. I loved the video game. I played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But then after we got the first and the second film back in the '90s as well, which I I know people look back at that and think it was wonky or whatever,
At
dude.
the time, I rewatched that shit all the time.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to go back, man. It's fun to go back and watch that. But now you fast forward and we got that Mortal Kombat 1. It was shit, dude. I found it was fucking terrible. I hated the story. I hated the main character. Didn't care. I actually hope that Mortal Kombat 2 kicks off with that main character from the first one dying. Like I just get rid of this guy and let's go forward, because it was nice to see so many of the main characters that we've come to know throughout
Yeah,
time at the forefront. The film seems very centered around Johnny Cage. Then you've
yeah.
got Katana, dude. You got Raiden. Dude, the only thing that kind of threw me off was that Jade looked like fucking Mr. Clean. I don't know why the hell she was bald as shit. But
That's
then
true,
you had,
right?
yeah, it was weird, dude. Then you
Yeah,
got Sonya, you got Sindel, you've got Liu Kang, Bihan, bro. The fatalities that were shown just within the trailer,
yeah.
you
Look
know they're
crazy.
elevating this
Yeah,
film, dude,
yeah,
to a
hundred
whole other
percent.
whole other level. This is gonna be sick. You got Scorpion, Shang Tsung, dude, Baraka,
I
you got Jax, you
what
got Kano, you got that
Kano.
idiot that nobody gives a fuck about. Then you've got Raiden, and then you got Shao Kahn. Dude, just that was like hell yeah, man.
What
Like,
I really like is they're exploring more into. Before it was a lot of Earth Realm. Now I feel like it's gonna be a lot more of the Nether Realm, where they're gonna bring Quan Chi in, and he's gonna start causing all kinds of mayhem, right? Quan
yeah,
Chi style. Start bringing people back from the dead and shit. And that's exactly like the video games. If you played Mortal Kombat 2, that was the story of Mortal Kombat 2, right? What I'm really excited about this film is every film seems to be getting better and better. And I was a big Mortal Kombat 3 fan. I want to see Cyrax. I want to see Smoke. I want to see all these other. It's basically the first cast upgraded, right?
dude, I can name so many fucking other characters that I'd love to see, like Smoke. There was
Yeah.
Rain. There was
Rain,
Striker.
Striker,
There was Cyborg.
the two robots. Yeah, the orange and the red, bro.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Uh,
well, yellow. He was yellow.
Yellow, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But it's like
yeah.
I can see them elevating. It's getting there.
I want to get to Shinnok. I want to get to Shinnok.
Oh,
I want to get to Quan Chi. There you go. Quan Chi
yeah.
equals Timo Kratos. There's a lot of great characters, dude. So I'm looking forward to this. I thought the trailer looked,
I'm a big Shao Kahn fan, and they did him dirty in number one.
yeah, they did, and
They did
I'm
him very dirty.
yeah, I'm excited about this. So it looked great so far with what we got on the
Yeah,
trailer. So yeah, man. Can't wait to see where they're gonna go with this one. It's looking promising. You got Paul saying the first Mortal Kombat movie was decent. The second one looks dope. Love how
yeah,
Johnny Cage is being done. I agree
yeah,
with you, man.
yeah.
So far, it shows the Johnny Cage perspective. It seems very centered around Johnny Cage as opposed to that character that we got in the first movie that nobody cares about.
Are
It's
we gonna
very
get the Goro split dick punch
Now we got it already in the
in the
original
first?
'90s films, so like I don't think we need to
Those are
revisit that.
$500 sunglasses.
Yeah, I don't think we need to revisit that. But there was a lot of things, guys, that were copy paste from some of the most recent video games, like Johnny
Yeah,
Cage putting on his glasses with the middle finger.
yeah,
That is actually
yeah,
something that he does within the current video games.
yeah.
There's a lot that
No,
was
it's
pulled
it's it's
from the
cool.
video games. Yeah. So
I really enjoy where they're going with this. This one
yeah,
looks really good compared to the first one.
it looks
Not that I
amazing.
hated the first one, but this one looks real. I'm actually might even go watch this in the theaters.
I am gonna go. That is
Yeah,
absolutely like opening night. I'm not
yeah,
missing this, so I'm excited. But anyways, moving on from Mortal Kombat, guys, check this out. Obviously, Superman has come out and it's gotten a lot of buzz. Some people love it, some people hate it, but nonetheless, James Gunn teases that the DCU is leading to a big multiversal event. So that's got me wondering what kind of event. Now, James Gunn also says the DCU's big event is gonna get teased in Peacemaker season 2. So,
okay.
and it's not what anyone thinks, it's not what anyone would guess, but I think that if people watch the next season of Peacemaker, they'll see where a lot of these things are going and have a little bit more of a sense of maybe what can happen.
I
So
hate that word
it,
maybe right there.
yeah, it looks like within Peacemaker, we're going to be getting some tidbits as to where this is going to lead up to, because it looks like James Gunn is planning a big crossover event within the DCU. And dude, I know a lot of people are talking about like fucking Crisis. They're talking so many different events. I like what fucking Brian is saying here. The Quiet Darkness, dude. There's so much possibility, but looking at what we've gotten so far, guys, James Gunn, I like I said last week, man. I know a lot of people looked at Superman and then compared it to even Iron Man for some reason, because I guess we people say that Iron Man kick starts the MCU, which it does, but in theory, it's the Incredible Hulk if you
Isn't it
want to
Spider
get
Man?
theoretical. But looking and comparing the two, dude, Iron Man was very Iron Man focused. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It didn't kick off an entire universe.
No, it
Whereas
didn't.
this Superman film, James Gunn had world building to do, man, and that's why I felt like there was a lot of things thrown at you, but it was still a great movie. I liked it. I
Yeah,
really
no,
enjoyed
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. And Dan Delatorre in
Yeah,
the chat saying, as a harsh critic of James Gunn, he totally won him over with the Superman movie, and I'm happy to hear that because I know that Dan Delatorre had no faith whatsoever when it came to this. So I think James Gunn did a great job. Now, what kind of event are we going to see? Who knows, man? Who knows?
but you see, this is where I have an issue in terms of DC films. If you're talking about a lot of the DC films, their universe building is what's didn't work. Like a lot of their individual movies do very well. Batman, Man of Steel, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them as a single character, perfect, totally good movies can be compared to any Marvel characters single, but it's their world building where just wires get crossed and they can't really seem to bring it to that next level. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. But I do like the take on the Quiet Darkness, man, because
I
yeah,
do honestly. I hope they go that route. That's a very interesting route.
yeah, dude, it would be great. And a lot of the characters that are already being rumored is you could see with like example Lobo and many other people as well, dude.
That's
Like
right.
it makes sense. I could see that. I would love to see. I think we all want to see Darkseid. We've
Hundred
gotten
percent.
fucking robbed within the
100%.
Snyderverse. We basically just got Steppenwolf, really. You know what I mean? Like we didn't end up
You
getting the
you have to
big
go
payoff.
Dark Side, which I think is the high is like the most plausible, or you have to go what Brainiac. You're not going Anti Monitor. You're not going any of these other crazy runs, in my opinion. I
Yeah,
think those are the two ones that you have to either go for. You have to go for Brainiac or you have to go for Dark Side.
yeah, yeah. I want Darkseid. I
I
really
want
want.
Dark Side personally too.
Yeah,
I think you can lead Dark Side into Brainiac after,
yeah.
but I
No,
don't
for
think
sure.
we're going Anti Monitor and stuff like that's. I think it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, no, we'll see. But just putting it out there, guys, in case you missed the news, definitely want to keep an eye out for season 2 of Peacemaker because it seems like whatever we're building towards, we're gonna start getting some
Not
tidbits.
that it's a bad show. Peacemaker season one was very good.
Dude, it was amazing. I
Yeah,
fucking
very very good.
loved it, loved it.
Hmm.
But anyways, let's move on from this because I want to show you guys as well on the comic side of things. I was talking about Absolute Batman earlier in the show with issue 11 being over on FOC, but issue 13 is actually going to debut the Absolute Catwoman. So I don't know if you guys saw that. I kind of like the photo here to the right hand side. Clearly, yes, we get a breakdown of the design, the sketching, and all of that, like what her character is going to entail, some of the features on the costume, etc. But this cover to the right hand side, very much like the cover of Absolute Batman 1. I like that. I like that, dude. So again, like I was saying, man, Absolute Universe with every issue, I kind of feel like you're either getting something big that's happening. There's been no fillers in between, in
Yeah,
my
it's great.
opinion. Like everything has been progressing very well, and you're getting a lot of first appearances
Yeah,
throughout the way, right? And I think a lot of people are still sleeping on Absolute Batman issue 2. It's a very good key to have in your if you're speculating on anything Absolute Batman wise. But Absolute Batman issue 13, you're getting the Absolute Catwoman. So yeah,
this is gonna be big.
yeah. Well, big. I don't think it's gonna go fucking nuclear.
No,
But
it's not gonna go nuclear for sure. But I'm just saying, like, I'm actually intrigued what her backstory is.
Yeah, same. Especially when it comes to the Absolute Universe. But just
Yeah,
wanted to put
exactly.
this out there as well in case anybody missed the news. So when this does hit FOC, do keep an eye out for
Yeah,
that. Now, up next, guys, is continuing with some of the comic book stuff, man. This was pretty much inevitable. Yeah, you saw what I did there because Ultimate Endgame is actually taking place in the Ultimate Universe. Now, Marvel Comics is saying that the showdown for the fate of Marvel Comics' Ultimate Universe begins in Ultimate Endgame coming this December. That's right. So at the end of this year, guys, we're going to learn more during the Marvel Comics Ultimate Universe panel at San Diego Comic Con, which is taking place this Saturday. So definitely, I know that, Marvel's not going to be super present when it comes to what's happening in the MCU, but on the comic side, we're going to be learning a little bit more here. And as you can see, July 26th, within the Jonathan Hickman, Dennis Camp, and more stuff. They're going to be talking about this, so I'm excited about this. I know we said that the Ultimate stuff is coming to a close as of issue 24, but
yeah,
I still don't believe it's coming to a complete end, guys. It's going to continue to run because the Ultimate stuff has been pretty much fucking cash cow for Marvel right now.
yeah. And one thing I have to say is, make this a cover. This is great.
Yeah, it is.
Just
It
get
is.
rid of like some of the whatever. Even if you leave the names and the writing, I can. This is an automatic cop if this is an actual cover for a book.
Yeah, it's sick, man. But yeah, guys, keep an eye out for this. This was a big announcement that came out of Marvel for their Ultimate line as of right now. So I know once this dropped, including myself, dude, I was kind of like, oh shit, they actually went there. They even did the. Do you remember the Avengers Endgame poster where it was like it was fading out
Yeah, I was
with
fading
the
to the
snap?
side. Yeah.
They did it with the U now for
Okay.
the Ultimate line, which was pretty cool. It was interesting to see that. But anyways, just wanted
They're
to
gonna
put
be on
that.
a they're gonna be on a panel talking about it at San Diego.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to put that out there. But this
Okay.
is also really fun, guys. This is cool, man, because whether you love blind bags or not, well, they're fucking here to stay. That's just the
Yeah.
way it is, man. Monster blind bag is coming our way.
Mark Spears. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Mark Spears Monsters, The Monster and the Wolf. Cover A right here is a blind bag randomly packed with one or more than 75 exclusive cover variants
Wow.
by Mark Spears. Many of them are actually incredibly rare. Now, I don't know if you did you even hear about this at all prior to this slide or
I heard about it in the I think there was we were talking about it in the chat.
yeah, so this is apparently going to be hitting FOC as of I think it's September 1st. So there's still
Okay.
plenty of time. Plenty of
Yeah, because
time.
I think they want to release it for Halloweenish.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be coming out in October. This is not
Yeah,
going to be hitting shelves
exactly.
up until October. But what's cool about this is, like I said, there's 75 different covers, man. So I could imagine how many people are going to get fucking nuts.
Bro,
Um, just
it was nuts last
pre-order.
time on Legion, right?
Sorry.
It was nuts last time.
Yeah, dude. What
Blind
with
bags.
the Battle Beast shit? Now we've got the Batman one. That's
Yeah.
gonna be coming out.
There
You
was the rig, the big rig, the Post Malone one.
so yeah, the big rig shit was kind of fucking wonky, dude. I found that the bundles were kind of not the best.
No,
It's funny because
but they give it that big box though.
yeah, dude, Clutch was actually doing an unboxing, and I believe it was on Brian McClay's show, or I can't remember, but I just remember seeing the unboxing. And I'm like, man, they had like so many fucking cover A's in that box, and I
Yeah,
was like, dude, that's disappointing. Like,
it
I
is
would be
disappointing.
pretty pissed off if I paid because they were going north of like I think it was like $100 or something.
Yeah,
Like,
for
dude,
the big box, it was roughly around that.
yeah, exactly, man. So I think this is the perfect storm, man. You've got Mark Spears, who's on an absolute high, man.
Yeah,
Absolute high, and then the
75
blind bag
variants.
stuff. The blind bag stuff is a fucking treat, right?
Yeah,
People enjoy that shit. So yeah, dude, I think the fact. Hold on,
75 exclusives. That's insane though.
they're going to be 75 covers.
So you're gonna
Shout out
have
to
you're gonna be
Mark.
able
The
to
idea
pull
was born in a legendary after show session between him and I. Hey, that's amazing, man. I think Brian McClay's got to get at least 10% out of this. But but yeah, man, it's cool that he's doing this for Halloween
yeah,
specifically. It's very fitting, of course, with his his books. And I know that the Monster and the Wolf was available on a Kickstarter, right? So you had that was available, but now you're gonna have the opportunity to get these issues via blind bags, and there's 75 different covers. So like I said, I could only imagine.
So even if you buy five, like what are the chances you get that same cover twice, right?
Uh Knowing my luck, dude, I'm probably gonna get.
But blind, like even like the battle beast, like bro, I think like when we were like actually tallying them up, cover eight came out like the least.
Yeah. So
It's nuts.
just to show you guys some of the covers in case you missed it, I just want to show you because there's 75 different covers that are going to be available, that's for sure. Yes, but so far the three covers that we have seen, hold on, let me see if I do this. Do you guys see the image better? So here's the 1 in 250 Mark Spears foil variant. This is
Yeah,
fucking badass.
yeah,
I like this. Yeah, that's dope.
yeah. That is dope.
Some samurai shit. Like this is amazing. So this is the retailer incentive. So 1 in 250, and I really think shops are going to be hitting these numbers, dude. They're going to be chasing these because, like I said, man, like if knowing that there's 75 different covers, this kind of makes this a lot more
I
interesting.
wonder if they're gonna post all 75 fucking covers.
I don't know if anyone's gonna hit 75 covers, dude. But yeah, look at this one. This one's really neat. I think this is badass. And then of course you've got, hold on, not this one. Yeah, this is the 1/1000, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. So 1 in 1,000, and again, I think shops might have a chance to do so. Obviously, the smaller shops that are out there,
I think they're already being printed as we speak. They're
probably-
gonna have truckloads of this shit ready to go out, man.
yeah,
If they're smart, you know, shops are ordering easily a few hundred copies, maybe
yeah, dude.
easy. Bro, these things are gonna sell out like hotcakes.
Yeah. Um Leftero's telling Brian that he's glad to hear that, Brian's input, at least he had some input because he thinks our input is lacking from some of these projects. And that's the thing, man. Guys, whether you love it or hate it, I know some people are like, oh, but I already have the Mark Spears fatigue. Well, that's you, dude. It's okay. No
Yeah,
one's telling you how to collect. But one thing that I will always say when it comes to Mark Spears, dude, and you see it firsthand when it comes to Brian McClay's show, dude. He's very involved, and
yeah,
fucking he's got his finger on the pulse when it comes to us, the collectors. One thing that he's constantly doing things to give back to
yeah,
those who actually give a shit. And a perfect example was the monsters. Fuck, I forget which issue it was. There was an incentive where he credited, dude, like everybody in the from the YouTube community. Like you had Swag, you had Brian McClay, you had Laura, fucking Bird City. You had literally so many people.
yeah.
Where he didn't have to do that. You know what I
No,
mean?
no,
Like,
it's actually refreshing.
yeah, exactly. It kind of makes you feel like half of the stuff that we're doing actually matters. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
because he cares about what his audience thinks.
yeah, exactly. Now Derek is saying that this thing is going to sell like
Yeah,
500,000 units, and that would not surprise me at all. And Brian's saying that Mark is on point. He knows how important it is to guard his
yeah,
brand and make sure his fans get amazing product. And yeah, dude, you
100%.
you see it firsthand, man. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When it comes to Mark Spears, man, one of my favorite things that he does is his original stuff, his original work. I don't get me wrong. When he does the homage covers, they still look great. But when he touches on things where it's just like his baby, the monster stuff, not homaging anything, and he just creates something from fucking scratch, I think he shines the most, dude. I really think he really hits home runs every single time, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bring back Goosebumps and put him on that.
yeah, dude, R.L. Stein. Yeah, he should team up with R.L. Stein. That would be
That would be
fucking nuts.
fantastic.
Signed hits, secret hits, Wonka
Yeah,
ticks for 9/8, sketch covers, and more. That's amazing. A ton of covers, very limited, but yeah, it's awesome to hear this stuff. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I do agree with Derek, man. I think this is gonna probably do absolutely amazing. Keep an eye out for these guys.
yeah.
Because once this hits FOC, you don't want to sleep on it, man. I think you definitely want to start pre-ordering.
Ship has sailed already.
Yeah, and get it on pre-order when it's at its fucking cheapest. Don't
Yeah,
wait until it ends up going to the shops and then they start upcharging everybody, dude. I saw that with the Battle Beast shit. I was like, you
yeah,
fucking kidding me, dude? You
yeah.
had
But it was
Battle.
weird because they were putting it out like what almost a week before it dropped.
Yeah, man. You
And
had
people are
Shams
paying like
fucking. You had
three,
Shams
four
like.
times. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, because obviously they know that there's a good opportunity within the hits, right?
Yeah,
But still, it was just weird to see that because even on eBay you could have got it for cheaper, man. I was seeing
yeah,
shops
100%. But do you
upcharging at like
blame the
fifty
seller or
dollars.
the people buying it at that point?
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it. But anyways, besides that, as I said, guys, keep an eye out for these. I think this blind bag stuff, like I said, whether you love blind bags or you hate them, I think this is really cool to see the the way Mark Spears is approaching this with multiple covers. It's gonna be fun, man, and very fitting for Halloween. And again, shout out to Brian McClay because
Yeah.
knowing he had a little bit of input on that, that's pretty cool, man, to know. So I'll make sure buying that, I'll be like, hey, this was Brian's idea. But all right, guys, this is actually pretty interesting. I want to see what you guys think about this. If you're catching the replay, comment below and let me know which ones you guys think is going to be played out here because apparently Kevin Feige gives an update on Destin Daniel Cretton's work over on Spider-Man Brand New Day. He's saying that Destin is doing an amazing job right now on the movie, which starts shooting very soon. And he's got 8 or 9 comic covers up on his wall in his art department that he is bringing to life in this movie, which is super cool. So
Yeah.
the dude's got some fucking ASM comics in his, or maybe other runs, but he's got some comics in his room where he's planning on bringing to life within the comics. Now,
Okay.
sorry, within the film. So now we know that Punisher's in there. Can we see an ASM 129 play
I don't
out
think
on
so.
the big screen? Who knows? Mr. Negative is rumored. I think that's a
That
possibility.
that's 100% being put into real life.
Yeah,
Hundred
man.
percent.
So we were talking the Avengers 223 at the during the market report where you had Hawkeye with
Yeah,
Ant-Man on the arrow, right? And when he shot that shit, dude, that was copy paste from
yeah,
that cover.
easy cup. Yeah,
So ASM 546, it's relatively easy to do. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
super easy. Just run on the the building, put on the mask.
Exactly. But if you, like I said, if you guys are catching the replay, those of you in the live chat, I'm curious to know what covers you think would play out, man, especially with all the rumors. Apparently Hulk is going to be within this. There's some
Ooh,
amazing Spider-Man Hulk covers as
a
well.
lot.
Curious to see what covers you guys think would be making its way
You know
there.
which one I think might make it? The one where he's throwing the suit in the garbage.
ASM 50, they did that already, dude, with the Toby Maguire.
Yeah, it's true.
They did that.
It's
I don't
true.
want to see that. I don't think
You
he's
want to
throwing
see
it
that?
in the garbage, dude. The guy just went back to basics.
Yeah, that's exactly. Any more basic than that? It's true.
Yeah, but anyways, like I said, guys, if you're catching the replay, comment below. Let me know which covers you think might be brought to life in the Spider-Man Brand New Day stuff. Because I found this interesting coming from Feige. But speaking Feige, guys, we're gonna get into some other stuff related to the MCU because apparently the Russo brothers are directing one of the post-credit scenes in Fantastic Four. Now, Fantastic Four drops this week.
Yeah.
I have not seen anything related to Fantastic Four. I don't want to. I'm trying to go into this fucking blind as shit because I don't want
Okay.
to be spoiled. I want to be blown away. But there's 2 post-credit scenes.
Well, I'm going before you, so you better. You
Well, don't fucking
definitely
talk to me.
don't
Don't fucking
don't
talk
want to
to me.
see me before you go in.
Yeah, but Fantastic Four is coming out, and I found this to be very interesting because the Russo brothers are obviously working on Doomsday, Secret Wars. So
Yeah,
Fantastic Four has to tie into this because in between
easy.
that, now with the delays, I believe the only film that is going to be taking place in between this and Doomsday, if I'm not mistaken, is Spider Man.
It's
Um,
the only one.
yeah, exactly. So that being said, with the Russos, I'm curious to know what you guys think might be the post credit scene. I was thinking to myself, obviously, it's got to be Doom, bro, because if Doomsday is the next big event, we're
It's a
going to
hundred
see
percent
Doom
doom.
in some form. Now, the entire film seems to be based around the fact that Galactus wants Franklin. And
Yeah,
they spoiled that, dude. They,
yeah,
they kind of spoiled that in their latest little trailer.
yeah.
Um, the teaser. And for me, it's kind of like,
Why?
well, why? Because the guy can create so many fucking pocket
But that's it exactly.
universes and feed Galactus forever. Basically,
Yeah,
that's the trade off. But when I'm thinking post credit scenes and I'm thinking the Russos, they've got to be tying this film to Doomsday. There's got to be a connection there that takes place, and I'm starting to think it's gonna be something with Doom and Franklin. You remember there was the what's it called, those concept arts that had come out, and you had seen Doom at the throne with like fucking, you had Franklin there, you had Sue Storm there, you had Doctor Strange
Oh, okay,
that
yeah.
was there. So it's got me thinking, like, man, maybe, I know some people said those were not real or anything, but could that be some partial way they go? You know what I mean? Something with Franklin. There has to be a tie between Doom and the Fantastic Four,
You don't
and
think
it's got to lead
Strange?
to Doomsday. If the Russos are on this, there's got to be something here.
You don't think Strange?
Doctor Strange, no, none in the post credits.
You don't think they
Nah,
tease him, but it's him like with Doom almost?
nah, I
Like
don't see that.
you
I
don't
don't
think?
see that. I don't. I think we're not even gonna see Doctor Strange until like even. I don't even think he's gonna be in fucking Doomsday at this point. Like I really think we're going Secret Wars is where we'll start to see him.
Yeah, that's it exactly. But that's what I mean. Like maybe they're already hinting. Well, it's true. You would have to get through Doomsday to get into the incursions of Secret War, right?
Yeah. So he took off with Clea. That was the last we
Yeah,
saw of
that's right.
Doctor Strange, really. But I don't know, man. Looking at this, when I saw the news drop that the Russos are taking care of a post-credit scene for the Fantastic Four, I couldn't help but think, okay, we're getting Doctor Doom, that's for sure. And if anything, I think Galactus is going to be unsuccessful when it comes to Franklin, and who would be successful? Probably Doom. That's probably what makes the most sense to me.
Yeah,
So,
but this is
I'm
set in the past, though, right?
sorry.
It's set in the past.
Well, they're in a different universe, which is
That's what I
Earth
mean. So
828.
you have to think like how are they gonna connect this to the other universe? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like this. Baker is saying that Doom kidnaps Franklin like Fantastic Four Annual
That
20.
makes a
And
lot of
if
sense.
that does play out, dude, watch that book fucking explode, dude.
That
Watch it
does make a
fucking
lot of
explode.
sense.
Yeah. I could see it happening. So my prediction, probably that. Pacino, it seems like you agree. Again, guys, comment. Let me know what you guys think.
I
Again,
think for
post.
sure something dropped or something referring to Doom. 100%.
It has to. It has to.
Easy
Again.
has to.
It's the Russos are putting this together. It's tying to Doomsday.
Yeah,
You know
but I don't
that,
think it's gonna be as drastic as we think it is.
it has to be big. It has to
You
be
think?
big.
I
I
don't
think
think
I,
so.
I think we're seeing Doom full mask and everything.
Full mask and everything. You think?
Yeah, he's gonna be. They're not gonna show RDJ. They're not gonna show RDJ.
No, no.
They're gonna save that for the big moment in Doomsday where they all the Avengers like Peter
I
Parker
don't
and
think we
everybody
see a
sees his
full
face.
mask though. I think we
Sorry,
see like maybe a snippet. We see something. I don't think we get full mask.
I want to see the mask. I'm hoping that that's what we get.
Yeah, but what we want to see and what we get is two different things.
We'll see, man. You're going before me, so don't thumbs
Oh
me up
shit!
or thumbs me
I'm
down
gonna see it.
until I get out of the theater.
I'm gonna see you going like this.
Yeah, yeah. Like fuck off. I'll give you your book that I owe you, and that's it. But anyways, all right. Speaking more Russo stuff, guys. I just want to touch on this before we get into the big topic, man. But Avengers: Secret Wars. This is some of the news that's recently come out just before I was going live today, so I made sure to put this up for you guys. But in addition, post Avengers Secret Wars, there's going to be plans that Feige was saying to
Yeah,
reset singular timelines and
yeah,
reboot the MCU. Are there more R-rated MCU movies after making the highest grossing
yeah,
R-rated movie of all time with Deadpool and Wolverine at $133 billion?
yeah,
Sure. Feige says where appropriate and when necessary. So we already knew this was coming, guys, that
yeah.
there's going to be a
A
reboot and a
reset.
reset
Yeah,
and all that fun stuff. But Marvel plans to recast the X-Men and eventually
yeah,
Tony Stark after Avengers Secret Wars, but reboot is a scary word for Kevin Feige. But they're looking at rebooting Captain America, so we're gonna
yeah,
lose Chris Evans, and then we're gonna lose RDJ as Iron Man.
yeah.
And again, it was anticipated. We knew that come
We've
Secret
been saying
Wars.
this for a while. Yeah,
Yeah, this is no surprise, guys.
yeah,
Some other things that he did say that were kind of interesting was how Miles Morales is completely off of the table. I don't know if that's a swerve or if it's factual, but it's probably factual, provided that Sony's a bitch to work with,
yeah.
it seems,
Hundred
because
percent.
you remember there were fallouts. There were fallouts.
Easy, easy.
Yeah, they had their fallouts between Marvel and Sony.
I
You
think
know,
they're gonna go very hard into the whole X Men universe with the X-Men working with the Avengers, X-Men versus Avengers run. I think that's gonna lead into the next era of where Marvel Studios is going.
Yeah. Now, I was talking with Chiapet about the fact that now what they're looking to do here is also they're going to reset singular timelines. So I think that was more of the shock to me, or at least considered news to
Or
me.
you have to if you're gonna reboot like a Captain America, right?
No, but what I'm getting at is like I really thought post Secret Wars we were just gonna get one big timeline and nothing else would exist on the
Besides that
multiverse,
one
right?
timeline, okay,
We're just getting the one timeline. But no, that's not the case. It seems like there's gonna be other singular timelines as well, just that
okay.
things are not crossing over anymore. That's not gonna be existent. So
Oh,
you
well, it
take
makes sense for the R-rated stuff too, right?
yes and no. Like I don't want to see Deadpool in his own timeline. You know what I mean? Like that makes no sense to me. Now that he's in the MCU, let's just keep him in the
That
MCU.
makes sense too.
I think the singular timelines that make sense, kind of like myself and Chiapa were saying earlier in conversation, was the singular timeline, like the Marvel animation stuff, stays in
Okay,
its own lane. You know what I mean? We could
okay,
see some of the animated stuff cross over into Secret Wars. You know what I mean? And you
and
get a
then ended
crossover of
there.
all that. But then after that, it's never going to happen again. It stays in its own path. The animation stays there. So we'll get X Men
That means
97 and all
okay.
that.
That means you wouldn't be happy if, like, let's say, Blade is its own timeline, has nothing to do with the MCU.
I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that.
Okay.
Because I want to see example Midnight Suns
Yeah,
within
Midnight Suns. Want to see
the
Moon
main
Knight? Want to see?
MCU.
Yeah,
I want to see it there. We just got Mephisto. I don't want to see anything where it's from an alternate universe. I think that's kind of what turns most people off because once things started to expand into the multiverse, the average moviegoer has been confused as fuck.
yeah,
And I'll give you a perfect example. My wife has no idea what
yeah,
she's watching at points. She's like, well, "What is going on?"
yeah.
Right? We, the hardcore nerds, totally get it, but then when you get the average viewer, it's like, but it's too much. It's too much to follow. They don't care.
But even if you go the cosmic route, it's the same thing. It gets really, really, really like into this universe where you're just like, wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
But I
but
get, but
but
I,
I
but I
can't
get
trust
you. Like,
it.
keep it one timeline where everyone is a part of this one timeline instead of branching it out and being like, okay, like he's in that timeline, he's
Yeah,
in that timeline. Okay, oh, but these will never get this because they'll never interact with each
I
other.
know, but that's the thing is if you start doing that, then you're gonna have multiple versions of certain characters.
Exactly. That's what I'm afraid of too.
So that's why I'm saying I think the way it should be broken down is you'll probably get the animation stuff in one timeline that's gonna
Okay,
stay on its own. We're
but
gonna
didn't
get
we already have?
the main MCU, and then you're gonna get Sony. Nothing else. I think the Fox stuff is now being merged into the
Yeah,
MCU.
but that's what I mean. That's they're gonna focus on those Fox properties, and they're gonna do that. Like I said, X Men, Avengers, X Men versus Avengers, X Men with Avengers, maybe House of X. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna start going more into these properties. But yeah, in terms of like you said, like we're not gonna have like three different versions of Wolverine, even though we technically did. You know what I mean?
I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I just want to stick to the main timeline, and I think animation should be its own, the MCU should be its own, and then you get Sony as its own. Now, Sony handling Miles Morales alone fucking is petrifying. It is absolutely horrible because I know
it's
they're gonna fuck it up.
it, they're definitely gonna fuck it up 100.
The
percent
animation of Sony, the animated run right now has been some of the best, if not
Yeah,
probably the best comic book movie ever because it was that good.
yeah,
But
it's been fantastic.
in live action, I don't trust them. So we'll see. But
But
again, like I
let's
said,
see in live action with the other films that they did. Unless they made Marvel team up with them, it was absolute trash.
yeah, no, everything that Sony did solo was garbage. You could talk Craven, you could talk
You could talk
Morbius,
any of
you
them,
could talk literally anything. It was all garbage,
anything.
all garbage. But again, we'll see where they go with this. Like I said, many interesting things that were said by Kevin Feige right before going live. But yeah, pretty cool. But speaking cool, I'm curious to know if you guys think this is cool. Shout out to Covrprice for this photo because San Diego Comic Con this year has a big
Shit.
ass list of exclusives. We're already at 650
Yeah.
plus exclusives on this list. And shout out to Covrprice for being able to even put this together. That's a lot of work. I know that the entire crew works hard. But yeah, dude, we're looking at 650 plus. It's funny because we were taking bets prior to to San Diego Comic Con. Are they gonna hit 400? Are they gonna hit 500? Dude, we saw fucking fan expos this year, like Dallas or whatever, like hitting crazy numbers. We're at 650 plus, guys, right now. I know Swago has. Shout out to Swag. He did a great video covering 550 exclusives, and now here we are. Just since his video to not till now, we're at 650.
Wow.
So I'm curious. I don't know, man. Are we gonna hit more than that? Probably 700. It's absolutely mind blowing, man, and it takes me back to that conversation that we've had on the show in the past. Is cons have hit such a level right now when it comes to exclusives that kind
Uh,
of feel insane, dude. It's like it's
Easy money,
overwhelming. It's overwhelming, dude. Like
but it's
like
easy money.
650. Let's cap it at 650. You walk into a con knowing there's 650 exclusives, man. It is hard as fuck, dude, to narrow down which ones you want to get. It
But that's what
almost
they want.
doesn't. Again, I say this. It almost doesn't feel like these exclusives are exclusive to the con anymore, especially when you've got certain people who are selling
Yeah. Prior.
via whatnot only,
Yeah.
and it's not even available on the con floor. You know what
No.
I mean?
That's the sad part. That's where it's like a bit more of the deceptive limited runs. You know what I mean? Well, we see a lot of them limited to 20, limited to 10, and they're not even on the floor of the con, right?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
it's insane, but it's easy money for them, right? Because like, okay, there's 650 of them, but it's such an easy sell for the people at the cons, right? Like here, 20 US, get this cop. You can only get it here, right? Such an easy sell.
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely crazy. And speaking crazy, Alex is fucking crazy for sending $10, dude. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you, but yes, that's gonna help because episode 100, we're gonna be paying a lot of shipping because we're giving away a shit ton of books. And
Oh, that's true.
dude, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man, because yeah, episode 100 is gonna be wild. Good times ahead. Alex, it's nice to see you here in the chat and hanging out with us. So thank you so much for that. I really got to work on a video for when we get some of these super chats, man. Because, dude, I highly appreciate them big time. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
We need the Joe
But
Rogan. Oh my god.
yeah, no, dude, I want to put like I want to do what the defects are doing, man. Again, I forgot the porn star's name that they had, but like I got a buddy who works at MindGeek, dude. He's high up there, and like he's partying with fucking Abella Danger almost every second week, and
She
he and
live
his
streams
wife.
now too, right?
Sorry.
I think she live streams like she's a
She's
bit of a
done,
gamer
dude.
chick.
She's done with porn, dude. Like
Yeah,
she,
yeah, she's a gamer chick now.
yeah, or something like that. And
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like asking him, like, dude, you want to just ask Abella if like she wants to do a quick video, like, oh, thanks for the super chat. You know what I mean? Like, just do something.
Can I be there when you ask?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Eva Long. There you go, Eva Long. Never forget that name, dude. But yeah, man. So back to the list, back to San Diego Comic Con, man. Like 650 feels very overwhelming. Like I was telling you, man, it's absolutely crazy. And
Yeah,
I saw somebody in the chat mention how like 600 of those are probably tidal wave, dude.
yeah. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
But they're not entirely wrong, man.
They're
So
not entirely wrong.
yeah, when I was looking at some of the lists, like here, I'm gonna actually pull up the cover price list if that's okay. Just give me 1 second. Um, so yeah, San Diego Comic Con 2025. Right now, it's showing 466 issues. But again, there's multiple covers for these issues, right? So just don't worry about that number. I'm gonna share the screen with you guys in just a sec. Here we go. All right, you guys see it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this. So, San Diego Comic Con events, quick guides. There's souvenir books. Pretty cool. You see some Charlie Brown shit over there.
So
Um,
special udon.
I see some ass, but I have no idea what's Ashante, whatever.
Shantae.
Yeah, Absolute
Absolute bad
Batman 1. You got the Jay Lee.
Yeah.
Absolute Batman 8. Is this the Scars one? I had seen one. Dude, look, issue 9 has another one. This is a jock cover.
10,
10's got a few of
Bane.
these. Superman 1, 9. So the absolute
That's
stuff.
a nice one.
Yeah. Dude, don't get me wrong. These are some really nice
Yeah, there's
covers.
some crazy ones.
Adventure Time after. Oh God, are we still doing this?
Are we still doing that Momoko? Just
Are
in a
we?
foil?
This is the one. Yeah, this is the one where
Yeah.
fucking Spider
Shit
Man's like,
web.
yeah, he's shitting webs out of his ass. It's literally what's happening. Such a bad angle, but yeah, man. There's so many books like I've never even heard of. Like, what's Amorini? I have no idea.
No
Amateur
idea.
Cupid, Archie. So it's funny because the Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob, dude. There was a lot of I,
Homage covers.
yeah, dude. I was seeing it coming out of there was Capcan Nefarious. Who shout out to
Yeah,
Nefarious, man. He just opened his shop
yeah.
in Ottawa, so that was a big move for him. Congratulations. But yeah, they had an exclusive down as well. Some Archie Veronicas. This Arthur Adams, dude.
Sketchbook.
Sketchbook. Yeah, pretty cool. Not bad. It reminds me of the what was that Black Widow cover? Not Black Widow, Scarlet Witch.
I can see it.
The face. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of that. Oh, here's the Batman 158, the Scars one that I was telling you
Yeah,
about.
this one's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck, Alex Ross is a beast.
yeah.
Dude.
He's a beast.
This is cool. Paul Green.
But this one was, I think they already had a cover of this one. Just that it's going to be a foil now.
Hold on, let me see if the, does it show better when I do this. Hold on.
I thought this was already a cover. I'm pretty sure this was already a cover.
Really, eh?
Yeah. Maybe the background was a different color or something, but I've seen this before.
Yeah. Chat, don't take it bad if I'm not highlighting your stuff right now. It's just I'm going through the list, so I don't see much of what you guys are talking about. But stop! No, are we still doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good.
This one doesn't. The yellow and the black goes really well.
Yeah.
Even the red. The silver is obviously nice.
We're still getting Killing Joke homages.
Oh, wow. Cucumber.
Yeah, beneath the trees. Look at that.
Oh.
Dude, this cover is sick.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
Yeah, I like that one, man. David Dorman. Fuck, that's a wicked cover, dude. It says here this one's limited to 500, limited to 500. There's a virgin and a virgin foil. Damn, I like that one. That's really good. Oh, that's intense. Oh god.
It's not bad. It's not
Alright.
bad, though.
It's alright. It's alright. But yeah, man, just looking at this.
Berserker packs.
Bro, Berserker ones are still coming out, man. Did they homage like the actual first print? Like, is this what?
It's
what
not
they
like,
did?
but
It is.
it's close. It's close.
No, that's an homage to the first print.
Oh, look, that, yeah. Even the one there where he's punching, that was an actual cover.
Yeah. These are action figures, which is pretty funny. That's cool.
This is cool. Those are not bad.
Yeah, Butterfly Ashcan. That looks cool. Drops
This is
Friday.
the TV show, but this was already a series.
Yeah, but still very.
The show looks actually pretty decent.
Is this supposed to be Jubilee?
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting.
Or
Conan
maybe
the
that Conan
Barbarian. This was the Panosian, dude.
Yeah, yeah, but now it's a foil.
So okay, I hate when they do this.
Yeah, I know.
I hate
Yeah,
that. I hate that, man.
they're
Let me see
reusing
what
a
the
lot
chat
of
is saying.
covers. They're reusing a lot.
Yeah. They're reusing, yeah, they're
Yeah,
reusing so many covers. It's sad. Yeah, dude, Armin, I agree with you, dude. That's what I was saying. Is I hate when they do that.
yeah.
Just slap on a foil, and there you go.
On a foil.
Cyberpunk. That's a nice cover. That's pretty cool.
And this is a preview.
So, yeah, Dario Soares art book, The Last Sun. It's all right. It seems very AI.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
And
Kind of.
then there's going to be like different colors.
All right, yo, I fuck with this. I want this. This DCKO. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this whole tournament that's gonna be taking place over at
Yeah,
DC with Scott Snyder, dude, and Javier Fernandez. This looks amazing.
yeah.
There was that cover by Daniel Warren Johnson that was so sick, where he's got him like in a fucking like I don't know if he's trying to give him like some kind of power driver, suplex, whatever, and like it's Superman giving it to Darkseid, dude. It's such a sick cover. But yeah, I'm excited about this DCKO stuff, man. I don't know, chat. Did you guys see that? Because yeah, as a wrestling fan, I
Right,
love it.
that's page 1 out of 5.
This is still happening.
Wow.
Yep, still happening. All right, here we go. That was
Page
page one.
moves.
Endless Nights. That looks good. Eraser Heads. No idea. I haven't heard anything about that. Exquisite Corpses. This is what I was
Yeah.
anticipating here. So, oh, that's it. Really?
Oh, did you see the one under
Yep.
the Ace Ventura?
Yeah. So these are the tidal wave fame books, man.
Yeah,
And I know that people feel a certain way of this. Now, David
yeah.
Gordon Sweat, of course, playing Superman. Um, Ace Ventura homage, pretty interesting. Uh,
It's
did they
all.
really do this? Did they really do this? That's cool. But
I mean, it's not bad.
yeah, look for me, man, these fame books just don't do it for me. Even
There's
though I
just
love Mortal Kombat,
yeah, but
but
there's just nothing inside them.
no, man, it's mostly like art books or like
Yeah, exactly.
biographies, shit like that. This is a sick cover. This I will admit, man. The
That's
cover,
a beauty.
yeah, the cover is really nice. Again, this would be a complete cover grab from myself. What is this? Something is killing the younglings. Okay.
That's a crazy scene. That's one of my favorite scenes from the Star Wars, though.
Yeah, it is.
I'm dark like that. I know.
The lightsaber comes out. Kid looks fucking
Yeah,
petrified.
we're like, oh shit, it's about to happen.
You're sick. You're sick. Oh yeah, this the defects I know are dropping. So shout out to
Yeah,
the defects. But Pedro Pascal fame book. Oh god. Oh god. No, this. So I hated this season too, dude. I hated it.
yeah,
I didn't
no,
like
no,
The Last of Us.
yeah.
All right. What else we got here, man? Let's
They're
scroll
doing
through the fame stuff.
All the
Oh, here's
Pokemon
all your.
ones.
That's your fucking jam.
Bro, I would love to get these, but they're so that's a beauty too.
Yeah. My kid's high on Donkey Kong right now because of Donkey Kong.
I got like 4 hours in. It's honestly it's Fomogami. I bought it. It's actually a really good game.
Yeah. Alex, I agree with you, man. Exquisite Corpses is absolutely amazing, dude. Loving every second of it, dude. And I'm collecting the ones with the cards too. Like it's a no-brainer. Is this supposed to be a Hulk 181 homage?
I think so.
Feels that way. Very interesting though. There's a lot of like, oh damn.
That's actually pretty good.
I figured you'd like that one.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and you've got all his other
Then there's
costumes
the
as well.
Mario ones.
Yeah, see, this I'd be a sucker for.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
I hate to admit it, I really do, but this is a
Especially
good
that
cover.
one, the fire one, beauty.
Yeah, Fantastic Four 1. Look at that, great on, dude. Very nice cover. Very
Yeah,
nice cover. Like
yeah.
that one.
The Doom
Oh,
is another one.
somebody check on Lefteros because this is awesome, dude.
That's a
John
John
Boy.
Boy, right?
Yeah, John Boy. You know
Yeah,
how I
looks
feel
like a
about
John
John
Boy.
Boy. I think this is one of my favorite covers coming out of the
The
con.
Borneo.
Yeah, dude. And look at it. The black and white is nice, but just the color does it for
The
me,
black
man.
and white looks so good too. And I'm
Yeah,
not a big black and white person.
yeah. So this is selling for 35 in black and white at the booth at
Okay.
booth 5553, and then you've got
No,
the
I
trade
would
at
get the
25.
25 colored
Yeah.
one.
Exactly. This is the first steps. Now, this was available as well for the regular cover A, and there was a B where they were in the black. But this is the exclusive red carpet edition, and Big Clutch is on this one, man. So
Oh
shout
shit,
out to Big
okay.
Clutch, dude. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I like that. What else you got here? Some GI Joe. Yeah, the Rose
Yeah,
Batch, dude. I fuck with that. I like
that's
that.
a beauty. That's a
Yeah,
beauty.
Vilches. This is wow. Yeah, dude. Isn't this Brian McClay? I think I saw this on his show, dude. Or was it this one? I think it was this one.
It was.
Or both of them. I don't know. But
I
yeah.
can't
Oh, there
remember.
you go. Big Clutch. Big Clutch is
Yeah,
there.
that's it.
Yeah, but I think Brian McClay as well, dude. But yeah, those are stunning covers as well. Giant Size Youngblood, some Godzilla. Look at that, man. That's dope. Like this. I feel like I've seen this one before. But all right, we're only at page 2, dude. Look at that, man.
Wow,
There's so
that's
many damn
crazy.
exclusives.
That's crazy.
Scroll through the Godzillas. What else we
Godzilla.
got? So
That
this
that that's been done before. This was
exactly,
done.
exactly. Comic
Yeah,
Kingdom on that one. Heat Seekers, man.
this
Damn,
is
that's
done already.
yeah, but still sexy. I like that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Some Invincible
Battle
Universe
Beast.
Battle Beast. Yeah, dude. That's wicked, man.
That's actually pretty
Devilish, dude.
nice.
Love that. That okay, hold on. I gotta re-highlight that. That's fucking nice, dude.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Yeah. Really like that one.
I
Some
like
Battle
that
Beast
one.
stuff. There's a lot of Battle Beasts. Good. I'm happy to see that, dude. Good covers. Oh no, did they really do Step Brothers?
Wow.
That's funny.
That's actually wild. That's good.
That's amazing. So funny,
One
man.
of my favorite movies of all time.
No kidding, dude. Could go back and watch that at any point. Any point. So I have a feeling somebody's gonna pay stupid money for this. Stupid money for this. Just because it's Spawn.
It's 20 USD.
Spawn in a blank.
Oh,
Watch.
you mean on the secondary market?
Yeah, I'm calling it now. Somebody like Baker is gonna get stupid. Yeah, absolutely. Follow Big Clutch on YouTube. Yeah, please do so, guys. Big Clutch is a great dude, man. And you can see him several times over on Brian McClay, and you could see him also on his.
Oh, I watched that video with the PSA slabs.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The Invincibles.
yeah.
Was it Invincible or Battle Beast? Can't remember.
It was one. Yeah, pretty sure it was Battle Beast.
Yeah, but what else we got here? Some Lady Death, which I genuinely don't care for. A
Oh,
Last
Lost Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah,
There you go. That's pretty cool. Mark
that's
Spears. That's dope. Mark Spears Monsters. That's sick.
that's really nice.
Yep. That one's
Oh, here comes the rivals.
yeah. The
There's
rival.
gonna be pages of this.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Man.
actually they're pretty nice covers.
It's the swimsuit special that has more than the actual Marvel Rivals, dude. Look at that, man.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool. Rose Besh, dude. You know Rose Besh's colors, dude, always pop.
Yeah, but she's a colorist for a lot of artists too.
Yeah. Here's some crossover I know you love. Who we got? Green Ranger with Casey. Yeah,
Oh, that's a nice one.
I see what they did here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
dope.
yeah, you see what they did. Oh, notorious. The
Muppets.
Kermit one under it is top.
Are you serious?
The two pack,
Are you
2 lips.
serious right now? Yo, this is my first time seeing all these exclusives. Eh?
That's top.
I've Musk versus Trump with the death of fucking Superman. This is dope. This is hilarious. My God. This we saw available already
Yeah.
as a regular cover now in a black and white. I hate when they do that, man. It's very lazy. Again, that's just my 2 cents, guys. Orbit of Slasher, I like that, man. Or Hellraiser, you got some Jason, some Chucky, cool stuff. Pin Apocalypse, no surprise here, guys.
No surprise here.
Shubina dropping some covers as well, man. That's dope. Fuck, Shubina's on fire, dude.
Yeah,
I love
honestly,
Shubina's work.
fire covers.
Yeah, and again, ask me about anything Pin Apocalypse, what takes place in the story. Not a pop kill. Yeah, not surprised to see these.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got an Ivan Towel cover right here. This is nice. Some missing covers. This is a Josh Burns, Tony Trophy. The titties always win, dude. Oh, Big Rig is making its way too. That's cool. That's nice. Oh, fuck. Jiang. No kidding.
Oh,
Yep. Good work on that one. Don't care for the Momoko one. That's cool.
that's okay.
Power Rangers Prime. Cool. What else we got? We got Rebel Moon, Nemesis, Rogue, the Savage Lands. That's cool. Saffron's swimsuit special cosplay princess. No idea.
Wow.
Absolutely no idea. But you see, this is what I'm
Look,
talking about.
yeah,
Look
look,
at the
yeah,
amount of different things they've got here. You got 10
yeah,
pink hollow foils, pink metal. So this is
yeah.
what I'm
They do
talking
this.
about. This is what takes us to a
Yeah.
whole new number, right? This is
They
why
do
we
the same thing with the Pokemon ones, where it's like one's red, one's black, one's this, one's that.
yeah, Scarlet Huntress. That looks pretty cool. Scorched 24. I feel like this looks like a cover you could have gotten
Yeah, like
off
in the
FOK.
300s.
Yeah, Shadow and Vice and
Oof.
everything nice apparently.
Ooh,
Um,
hard not to like that one.
yeah, the sheet one is pretty cool. That's nice. What else we got, man? Solomon Kane, something's killing the children. Zero.
Zero.
See, again,
And it's
lazy.
a spot foil.
This is fucking lazy. Hate
That's
that.
yeah, that's they're all remakes.
I hate that. I feel like when look, even the
Like
J
there's
Lee,
yeah, even
and
the
you know
JP.
something, the J Lee is underappreciated when it comes to something that's killing the children. One dude, I feel like the J Lee is
It's
super
probably the
underappreciated.
top cover up there. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's very underappreciated. I'm just saying hi, pulling up the chat a little bit. But yeah, man, the Jay Lee one is one of my favorites when it comes to something is killing the children one,
yeah.
as well as well. I think I want to put the Frizen up there. I think the Frizen is still my
The-
favorite, although the cover A is considered now an absolute classic.
I like the cover A lot.
Yeah, but still, man, I hate seeing that they're taking regular covers that exist
Yeah,
already and just making them fucking exclusives via foils or whatever.
like, exactly what they are.
Yeah, this is
Exactly.
a nice one.
That's
Mercado did a
nice.
great
Yeah,
job. Yeah. So that was a Mercado. This is nice. Again, if you're a Something is Killing the Children fan, here comes the spawns. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, Baker. There's this one.
and there's just one.
Yeah. Hell hath arisen. Can't be. There's got to be more. This one by Big Clutch, dude. This one is absolutely amazing, dude.
Yeah, the Speed Racer one.
I love this. This is good.
Yeah, especially with the writing.
I hate this. They need to stop doing these things, man.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Especially with the Stan Lee stuff, dude. Like I'm so over it.
Oh, the Street Fighters. The
Oh, okay, now we're
the one
fucking talking.
the
I
one under it is the Tao is amazing.
Yeah, Tao is amazing. Love this for
Yeah,
E Honda. And then you've
even
got
this one. This one's this beauty.
yeah,
The
that's
good old
dope.
Ryu.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chun
Okay,
Li.
Eom. Let's talk Eom. Eom is probably one of my favorite artists right now. Look at this. This is
Yeah,
fucking stunning, dude.
yeah.
I wish I could see if I was
The
going to
white
get one,
ones, I would go white.
I would go both.
Yeah,
It's $50 for the set, so now I don't. I'm assuming the set is you get this and that.
yeah. That's what I'm assuming too.
Yeah, I don't think there's any trades. You've got the
Oh,
swimsuit.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
me gusta, me gusta.
Oh, Street
This
Sharks.
this Alex Ross cover is amazing. I
Yeah,
love this. Yeah, but it's not entirely Street Sharks, bro.
no,
It
it's not.
says Street Series art book.
Yeah,
Supergirl 1, Lozano. That's dope.
yeah.
I like that.
Wasn't that already an
Superman.
exclusive?
Guys, I had no intentions of running through the list. I'm just now getting carried away. Um, Supergirl 1, Supergirl 3. That's from 616. You got Power Girl there as
But you
well.
need a bit lower with Power Girl.
Alex Ross on this Superman 1, which is really nice. Obviously, I like the trade better because
There's the CGC variant.
yeah, it pays homage. This is dope. Now, this is a big conversation, guys,
Yeah,
that we had last week. CGC is
yeah.
dropping their first exclusive comic, and they're limiting this to one per person. So,
It's
you'll,
free per submission.
yeah, exactly. It's free only if you do a CGC submission. And I
Yeah.
imagine people would probably be like, hey, I want to submit this book. Give me the book and submit it. I
Oh,
don't know
that
if,
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't
but
know if
no.
that would work. You think that would work?
Probably they got to submit a book, they get the book, and then they could submit that one. You pay
Okay.
for it. You know what I mean? Superman Unlimited, some cool stuff. Sure. Oh no, they really do this? No. A
Yeah.
Friendship Unleashed now gets an exclusive free with purchase of Milkbone dog treats. So I guess Milkbone is gonna be there.
It's just a bird.
Very, very interesting, man. Tales from the Road.
Oh,
What is this?
Ray,
Um,
Mimikyu.
bro, they butchered your boy with Pokemon.
That's Mimikyu.
Yeah, I know. They're mimicking a lot more than just
They are
mimicking.
doing. They are. Look at this.
um,
Wow,
what else
just keep
we
on
got
going.
here? We got one more page to go, guys. I mean, since we're here, why not? Oh
Oh
no, oh
no.
no. Yep, they did that. They did that. TMNT guys, like we were saying. Oh, and it's issue 10 as well, which is where you get the pretty much first cameo, I guess we could say, of
Is that a 316 homage?
no, I don't think so. Does it feel that way? Let me see.
No, it says
No.
there's more than one of them.
No, I don't think so. It didn't feel that way. But that's a whatnot exclusive, Bolo. That's pretty cool. Big time collectibles on that one. Thundercats. You got Kobe Bryant. Really? Let it be, dude. So I don't get this. Tribute to Kobe Bryant, and we're
There's
getting this. Okay, I don't know if that's a mistake,
one
but
with the gauntlet.
that's pretty weird. I like this, dude.
Yeah,
Transformers. This
that's
is
really
nice.
nice.
Yeah, very nice. Tribute to Jack Kirby, and yeah, okay,
Oh no, no, there it is the 316. The
yeah.
Muhammad
Fucking
Ali,
Muhammad Ali.
Rocky Balboa. He's
Was it
matching up.
Rocky on the floor? Oh no, here you got Tyson
There's
on
Mike
this one.
Tyson. The first one's
You got Superman
Superman,
on this one,
and the
and then
first
you've got
one's Rocky Balboa.
that's whatever. Um,
They did us dirty there.
what's going on? What is going on? Okay, pretty interesting. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love Muhammad Ali. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Look at
Yes, they
it.
did.
They did a two-pack one too. It's the
Yes,
cover of
they
his album.
did. But you know what, man? These sell, guys. As
Yeah,
much as we're making our comments, but these are loved by people who just love these covers, and there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. If that's what you guys are into. Twisted Turtle. I've never heard of this. Never heard of this. Umbrella Academy. We got the Unchosen. So Unchosen. I didn't get a chance to check this out. Actually, I don't even know if is it out yet.
I'm not sure. I didn't check it out
I
either.
remember this passing FOC and I ordered a copy, but yeah, I definitely got to read that before I completely
Now
forget.
we're getting into the Vampirellas.
Yes, the Tatas. The Tatas. My oh my. Okay,
Oh, oh
sure.
my, oh my.
Yep. Venomverse. Oh man, so this was actually a 1 in 1,000 if I'm not mistaken, and now
It
they're
still is,
printing
but
it.
now it's a foil.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there's only 1,000 of them.
It's a Panini spot foil. Okay. Very interesting. VR Troopers, whatnot, Marvel. Okay, the trading packs, guys. I think people are gonna go nuts for this.
Yeah.
So here's the variants for these whatnot trading packs, and I know some people actually love for comics. I don't know if you're still here in the chat. Let me check. Hold on. Anyways, I think Love for Comics was talking about the possibility of probably doing a rip of these on the show. So we might do that. Just a heads up.
Okay.
But the whatnot, of course, is going to be again 3 comics inside
Yeah.
the pack. Here's what it contains. You got variant reprints of Fantastic Four issue 1, 51, 57, and 209. The artists, you've got Simonson, you've got LaRocca, you got Mark Bagley, and you've got Ron Lim. So that's pretty cool. Possible variant covers: 3,000
Okay.
trade, 2,000 virgin, 1,000 silver foil, prism foil for 200. You got 100 blue foils, 100 signed virgin foils, 25 signed black and white,
And an
original Corey
original
Smith sketch
person.
cover.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, not bad. I loved this art germ cover.
Yeah.
And what are they doing now? It's just a spot foil? Like,
Just a
really?
spot foil.
Lazy. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion, guys. Just my
Oh,
opinion.
oh, where's Hyper?
Somebody check on that, man. He's totally
Where's
gonna
Hyper?
find a way to
50
get.
bucks US.
He's totally gonna find a way to buy that.
Yeah.
X-Men 19. I believe this is a connecting. It says connecting virgin. So there you go. Zootopia, and yeah, man, that's
Wow. What
pretty
a
much
list.
it. That's the list, guys. I just wanted to. I didn't intend on running through it, to be honest with you.
What
But
a
yeah,
list.
Lefero was saying Tupac would go kick down the booth for selling those. Yo, I think he would do a lot more.
I think you do a lot more than kick down that booth for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit him up. We're giving a pack away next show. So there you go, guys.
Oh,
Love for
shit.
Comics on the Fantastic Four is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be giving one away. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, man, 650 exclusives. It's very interesting. It's absolutely wild. 650 plus it seems to be. So
My
yeah,
head's spinning with all those variants.
yeah, exactly. So am I, dude. I was just scrolling and I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot. But guys, that's it. Episode 99 comes to a close. We're about to kick off episode 100. I want to remind everybody before we sign off, tomorrow night, Comic Legion goes live for the new Comic Book Day claim sale, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys missed out on pre ordering your books, and you want to get some of this week's hottest books, go check them out. It's actually hosted by Lefteros himself. So he's always dropping some knowledge, sharing some information regarding the books. And if you guys want, you can just scoop them up while you're there. And as I said, I was on Dead Man Walking podcast, did a pre-record for an episode that's going to be dropping in October. So please do me a favor, guys. Go subscribe to Dead Man Walking. You're going to see some amazing talent there, man. Big artists who are touring the world right now, like The Damn Truth. My buddy Dave Trina is in that band, and he's been doing amazing things. There's my buddy Dominic Cifarelli, played on Scars on Broadway with I forgot his name from System of a Down. Lots of great people, like I said, man. And yeah, it was nice to talk with him. So definitely subscribe, show Stefano some love, man, because he's building a great channel over on YouTube. And yeah, man, it was good times. But speaking this channel, like I said, episode 100. That's it, guys. We're gonna start to change things up. We're still gonna keep the same rhythm here on Sundays, but I want to add more content. I want to do more stuff. I want to spruce this up to make the Sunday night shows seem a little more lively. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We end this the way we started it with Pacino. That's right. Pacino was my first ever guest. He's my last guest in the double digits because now we're about to hit the 3 digits. I hope to be around here when we hit the 4 digits. I don't even know if I'll live that long. We'll see. But that being said, Pacino, bro, thank you so much, man.
No problem, man.
Yeah. Now I know we don't have anything that we could tell the people, hey, go sub them up, go do anything. You're not doing anything. But
Uh,
you're fighting kids at Targets and Walmarts and Toys R Us's for those fucking Pokemon cards. We know that.
I'm
We
just
know that.
excited. There's more news coming. The 22nd, they're doing a presents, and I think they're going to showcase a lot of the new game coming out in September.
Really.
Yeah, Pokemon Presents the 22nd, Tuesday.
He's so happy. I love it. I love it. Look at that smile. But guys, man, I appreciate you all. I see you all in the chat. I want to remind everybody though, episode 100 more lively. Yes, Cliff, that means you're coming on. Episode 100 is an open invite. If you guys want in, let me know. I'm planning on creating a group on Instagram as of tomorrow, and I'm slowly going to start to bring people in. I'm going to put the open invitation out there. If you guys want in and you want to hop on, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to and you want to hang out in the chat, it's totally fine. Whether you're on the panel, whether you're in the chat, everybody's going to have an opportunity to win whatever the giveaways are going to be. And yeah, man, let's kick it, man. Let's kick it. Let's have some fun. Let's shoot the shit. Let's have a good time. Episode 100 next Sunday. We will see you there. Until then, adios, guys. Peace.